Good morning, everybody. We are 1 minute late. I'll tell you why we are 1 minute late. I had an excellent idea. I have those sometimes. Sometimes I have excellent ideas. My excellent idea was... Hang on, I'm just fussing about with my settings a tiny bit. My excellent idea was this. So we start every live stream at the minute, every Inquisition live stream. We start... Common misconceptions here, Welsh friend is here, hello people. We start with me sorting the inventory out, right, in Inquisition and getting really annoyed because it's a really annoying system and it just really annoys me, right? And that's how we start every live stream, right? So then I just had this idea of just like, why don't you just sort the inventory out before you start the live stream? That would be a clever idea, so that's what I started doing. Oh, for God's sake, cat, get off my desk. I swear to God, these cats are already pissing me off. We haven't even started yet. Get down there. Yeah, so I started sorting out my inventory and then I got a bit distracted and didn't realise that it was time to start the live stream. But I'm almost done. I've almost sorted out everybody. So, if we jump into the game, I've done everybody's armour. Get off me desk! I swear to God. Me and you are going to fall out today, Scorpio. Get down there. Get down there. He's hyper. I would let him up if he just wanted to sit and be quiet, but he doesn't. He wants to cause trouble. Don't you? Do you want to cause trouble? Yeah. Do you want to chase a pen? See if I've got a pen for him to chase. Have you already chased all of my pens? Would you like to chase a folded up piece of paper instead? If I chuck a folded up piece of paper for you, would you like to chase that? Go on. Way! Do you want me to throw it a bit further? We'll throw it a bit further. There you go. Dickhead. Right, oh, dear me. Common misconceptions just got better from food poisoning. Lovely. And you've got 2 thumbs, that's good. Did you have less thumbs than that before, or more thumbs than that before? Right. Yeah, so, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I've done everybody's... which way around do my headphones go? I can never bloody remember. Which way's left? That one's left, right? Yeah. Yes, I've done everybody's armour, I've done everybody's weapons. I'm on to accessories. Because you can't go into the battlefield without accessories, can you? We've got amulets of magic, which he's already got. Well, I've got amulets of power for people. Gain an ability point when equipped. Single use. Got 1 for Theodora and 1 for Cole. Marvellous. Give Solus a ring of attack and a ring of sundering because we are going back to the Hinterlands today. I know. That may not be the entire live. Get off me desk! Come here. No, you're not. Alright, you can stay on the windowsill. If you cause trouble, I'm gonna batter you. Should I batter you? I mean, I won't actually batter you, obviously, because that's illegal, but, you know, I'd metaphorically batter you. Oh, dear. What was I saying? Oh, yes, we're going back to the Hinterlands. We're going to have to take Solus with us, I'm afraid, because there's a Solus quest in the Hinterlands, and until we do it, I can't pick up those things that he wants, and I keep walking past them and not being able to pick them up. You could have some fire-resistant Solus. Why not? Why not? Yeah. Varric, you can have a belt of staggering. Why not? And should we just assume everybody else is kind of fine? You can have your amulet of power, my darling, which then gets destroyed when you use it, and then you can have... Oh yeah, so I was looking at this, and I can't work out if this is worth it or not. So it's plus 30% front defense for defending your boobs, because they're very important. Plus 20 attack, plus 10 dexterity, but minus 50% flanking damage bonus. Do all of the pros outweigh the cons of that? Because I tend to lean towards yes. I mean, how often are you actually flanking people? Particularly the way I play. Because I sort of don't really pay much attention to the combat. I just kind of like fire and wait until it's over. Yeah. I can't decide if that's worth it or not. I feel like it is. I mean, plus 10 dexterity's got to be good, right? Why are all the men wearing turbans? They're not. They're wearing elven cowls because they're the ones that give them the most armor, Fred. All right. Yeah. I feel like that is worth it. I think, oh yeah, we'll put that on. Why not? I think everybody's kind of alright, though. I don't think we've got much that's like really, really super good for anyone. I'll give Cole his amulet of power, though. You can have your amulet of power. Go on. Go on, have your amulet of power. Oh, there we go. And then you can have an enhanced... Do you want an enhanced amulet of magic? No, you're not a mage, right? I keep forgetting Cole isn't a mage. It feels like Cole should be a mage, but he's not. Yeah, you can have a cooldown modifier. And... Have I taken the enhanced amulet of magic off someone? I feel like I must have done, because I'm sure that wasn't there before. But I'll give it to Vivian. It's very easy to accidentally take things off people in this bloody stupid inventory system. Front defense is best for tanky fighters, not rogues. Yeah, but it's restricted to rogues. That amulet, I'm sure it's restricted to rogues. Yeah, restricted rogue only. So, Cole's hat makes him look like a giant. I've never understood Cole's hat. Why? Why? Like, why does he wear hats like that? And then later on, you can even craft, like, different hats for him that are the same. But why? I don't understand why. Because, I mean, you can take it off him if you want. Where's me? Where's me? Where's me? Where's me? Where's me? Where's me? Helmet. Cole's hat. I can take it off. But he'll still wear it in Skyhold. Maybe it's just to cover up his terrible hair. Maybe that's it. But, like, I don't understand it. I don't... And it's sort of become like an in-joke, Cole's hat. But it's like a joke that I don't understand. Like, I don't get why they would have designed it like that. Like, I don't get it. I feel like I'm missing something. I always just feel like I'm missing something about Cole's hat. Like, there must be something that I'm missing, right? Anyway. Yeah. I've just noticed the background spins with him. That's weird. Like the misty stuff spins with him. I'm spinning the mist. Oh, that sounds like a euphemism, doesn't it? Actually, we'll not get started on that again. Yeah. So, I'm done with all of that, I think. I can't be bothered crafting now right at this moment. I might craft some stuff a bit later on. But for now, why not just to sell shit that I've not equipped? Sell. Yeah. Sell all that. Sell all that. There was a sword that I wanted to keep because nobody could equip it yet, but I can't remember what it was. I may have already sold it, to be honest. I probably already sold it. Oh, I sold my Inquisition shield that I wasn't going to sell as well. Oh, never mind. Never mind, we'll just sell everything. Who cares, man? We'll only find better stuff later on anyway. There we can. Spinning the mist sounds like a euphemism for drugs. It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Right, so... I think we'll head to the war room to cash in on our war table missions. Because the walltable missions complete even when you're not playing the game, you know. When it says that it's going to take like 3 hours or whatever, that includes 3 hours of time when you're not actually playing the game. So there you go. So they can complete themselves while you're out living real life boringness.
I've got this desk in. It's got cat hair all over it. Just, honestly. Christ almighty. Desk needs cleaning. Is there anything on this side we've done? No. No.
Have you heard anything? Not yet. I'll let you know as soon as I do.
Oh, heard anything about what? Oh, guys, you can't just say that and then leave me hanging. Jesus, you're gonna let me in on these secrets, man. I'm the Inquisitor. Note to Skyhold's gate guards. I hear the Mayor of Crestwood's been found. When he comes in, stick him in the holding cells, let him stew there until the Inquisitor brings about for judgment. Oh, I like judging people. One of my favourite. I like judging people. It's one of my favourite bits of the game. We have sent our soldiers to the most troubled areas. We've received numerous letters of gratitude from people in Ferelden and Olay. We are proving that trust in the Inquisition will be rewarded. Yay! Following is a confession that that person, known as Painter, when in the employ of the Inquisition, did betray our cause in exchange for promises of a title from the Venatori. I acknowledge the mercy of the Inquisition in allowing me my life in exchange for the secrets of the enemy, who I have now forsworn, and I willingly serve my sentence in prison. As witnessed by Liliana. Yes. Was that the double agent then in Crestwood? I think that's what we were doing. I can't actually remember what we were doing, but I think that's what we were doing. To serve any master. Viral Effects is here. Hello, Viral Effects. Fred is munching on frozen watermelon. Oh, I haven't even told you what I've got. So I've got a feast in front of me. I've got a chicken and bacon bake. I've got a packet of Quavers. I've got a packet of Haribo twin snakes. And I've got a chocolate brownie. So, there you go. And the weather has turned cold here. Like, it was really summery all of last week and I was not enjoying it because you know my feelings on summer, and it was quite hot and I didn't like it at all. And then yesterday, when I stepped out the door to go to work, it was literally like gale force winds and it was really cold. Just all of a sudden, and it rained quite a lot. And then today it's been quite cloudy and rainy and it is quite chilly. I'm loving it. Anyway, yes. Here's an interesting thing. Among the various things we found at Caer Bronach, yes, that belonged to its former mercenary inhabitants was a journal, and in it I found mention of several high-placed clerks in the Imperial Counting House, who are, shall we say, known for their loose tongues. They sell what they know to mercenaries seeking to outbid others for work. But should we dispatch agents to speak with them, it would take very little pressure to have them work exclusively for us. The agents would need to remain to watch over our new friends, but I've been trying to place eyes in these positions for years. Liliana. Marvellous. We'll let Josephine handle that because she's the only one who can, apparently. Yeah, you go and do your thing, Josie, my darling. Escape routes for agents in Crestwood. Inquisitor, I have moved some of my agents into Caer Bronach, the fortress in Crestwood. At the moment, the villagers prefer us to the bandits, and it is an excellent waypoint from Ferelden to Olay. We can make it a rendezvous point for our messengers carrying sensitive information from either country. You're familiar with the caves underneath Crestwood. They run for miles, and if we excavate some passages, our agents could easily enter and exit the keep without being seen. Marvellous.
Inquisitor.
You get on that, love. Disaster in the Deep Roads. That's the DLC, isn't it? We do not want to be doing that anytime soon. Or maybe at all. I think I've only done that DLC once. It's a bit like the Golems one in Origins. It's basically just a really, really hard battle. Although it does give you slight hints about the Titans. Conscript for the Inquisition. Well, that settles it. We face a Darkspawn Magister who commands something that looks suspiciously like an archdemon. I defy anyone to tell me that this is no blight. We have Blackwall's treaties, And we have cause. Thedas will require a little persuasion. So, Cullen wants more soldiers. Liliana wants information. Josephine wants gold. No, I'm with Cullen on this one. Let's get more soldiers. That's fine.
Inquisitor.
I will let them lot get on with that shit. And we are going to go and frolic through the Hinterlands for a little bit and do the quest that Saulus wants done. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just eating my quavers while I read the chat. Some of the war table quests have specific rewards when you use the specific person to accomplish it. Really? I didn't know that. Interesting. Right, so have a quick drink. I've just noticed I have a level up. How exciting. Should we auto level up? I'm being so bad, I'm just auto leveling up all the time. Like, I don't even know what abilities I have or anything. Apparently we're going quite heavy into this one. Not so much into stealth. Yeah. Hey, that's awful, isn't it? It's awful. Right, so. I think Stars just shut herself in the bathroom. I just turned around and the bathroom door is shut. And I didn't shut it. So there's an outside chance she may have just shut herself in the bathroom, because that's a thing that she does now and then. She goes up the back of the door, because I've got a thing hanging on the back of the door with, like, shampoo and whatnot on it. Toothbrushes, things like that, you know. And she goes up the back of the door to try and reach it, and she pushes the door shut, and then she locks herself in the bathroom. Because she's an idiot. Workers finishing the banner placements or requesting more important tasks. Several wish to train with swords so they can fight. More directly serving the Inquisition. They travel to join a war, not dress up a keep. I can't say I disagree. You see, I would much rather be dressing up a keep. That would be, yeah, if I sort of joined the Inquisition and they said, we just need you to put curtains up, love, I'd be like, fine, I can do that. Our enemy cut a hole in the sky, seen everywhere. We look upon it from below, but it need not humble us. We may fight because we are many. We are many because the Inquisitor inspires. The Inquisitor inspires because of her growing legend. Part of this legend is what the masses find on arrival. That is the job of your workers, not vanity but veneration, not impulse but elevation. Their skill as workers is a greater threat to the enemy than their number in half-trained soldiers. Lady Montelier. Oh, she's got away with words as old Josephine, hasn't she? Never done the DLC with the Avars. Really? That's a good one. That sort of that's the one that gives you the backstory of the original Inquisition, doesn't it? I think. Should we judge the prisoner before we head to the Hinterlands? I'm gonna open my chicken and bacon bake. Don't
Mayor
mind me.
Gregory Dedrick of Crestwood is present for betraying his own constituents. He confesses that, 10 years ago, he flooded Old Crestwood to kill refugees and villagers touched by the Blight. The mayor claims it was to spare the rest of Crestwood, but we only have his word.
Well, to be fair, why else would he have done it? Wow, this chicken and bacon bake is like 95% pastry and 5% chicken and bacon. You know what, I'm going to show you. I'm going to put cat cam on and show you the state of this. Look at that. Look how much filling is in there compared to the pastry. It's the thickest pastry I've ever seen and like the least amount of filling I've ever seen. Look at it. I'm not complaining because I prefer the pastry to the filling. I buy bakes for the pastry. Anyway, there's a chance to prove it on that model things. Severe crime either way. Yes, he has a chance to prove it.
The mayor has anything to say in his defense, let him speak.
There's no cure for the blight. But I couldn't convince anyone to leave a sick child or husband behind.
So you herded the infected into one place and flooded Old Crestwood. Were no innocents caught in the waters?
Nearly everyone in the village had the blight. I swear it. Have mercy. I couldn't tell the survivors I'd drowned their own families to save them. I couldn't.
I never know what to do here. Cause like, what else could he have done, really? But at the same time, politically, we can't really let him off, can we? It would be somewhat scandalous. I like the Ferelden can lock him up option because, to be fair, I always feel like, I mean, as the Inquisition, we have just kind of set ourselves up and sort of gone, well, we rule the world now, everybody just sort of has to accept that. And sometimes I think it's a little bit, morally questionable, the fact that we're now just, you know, judging people and sort of, you know, deciding what punishment to give them and stuff like that, when he is a Ferelden citizen. So, you know. Love Magpie's patriotic shirt. Oh yeah, this is my Union flag shirt. This was for, I can't remember if this was for the Jubilee or the Coronation. It was for one of them. Because we're allowed to wear sort of Union Jack t-shirts at work whenever there's any kind of royal event. But now I just wear it because like it's massive. So it's really just baggy and comfortable. It's just a baggy, comfortable t-shirt. Yeah, I'm gonna let Ferelden look him up.
You committed murder on Ferelden's soil. Let them deal with your punishment. Send him to Denerim. He can live the rest of his life behind their bars.
In prison? Maker. I should have drowned with them.
So, if we head to the Hinterlands, where do we want to be? I can't even remember like what quest we do. We haven't even done the wolves quest, man. How where? I remember that we got to a point where we were dying a lot, weren't we? There was someone who was killing us a lot, but I can't remember who it was. Pop ourselves down beside the farm. As good a place as any. Now, we need solace. And then we'll take the Sandra and take Barak. Take Barak. I'm just sitting here stuffing my face while live on the internet. Hey dear. Right. So, I'm not even bothering with potions or anything, am I? I don't even know what we've got. Oh, we've got the jar of bees. Oh, the jar of bees is really good. Yeah, we'll get some of them. But do I actually craft them? Oh, there we go. Just have to click on a different part of the screen and got our health. I do use regeneration potions sometimes. Oh, I don't have another slot unlocked. Okay, just keep the jar of bees then. The jar of bees is really good. Solus, you probably have like a million bajillion level ups that you need. Yeah, because I never take you anywhere because I'm boring. One day I'm going to do a Solus romance playthrough. Just to, you know, try and figure out what the hell it is about him that's supposed to be so bloody interesting. Because even knowing what I know about him, I still just forget he exists. I really do. But I suppose that's the kind of genius of it, isn't it? Right. What even is the quest that we want to do? It might turn up in measuring the veil. Would that be it? Solus has learned of an artifact in the Hinterlands that he wishes to study. There we go. We'll do that one. Where is that taking us? Right over the other side of the map. Well, we'll frolic over in that direction. And we'll see what trouble we'll run into along the way. There's a fade-drift over there. That's an awful fade-drift. We'll ignore that fade-drift. We don't need that fade-drift. Oh, I'm too little. I'm too little to walk through this river. I'll drown. So, what's everybody been up to then? I'm feeling a distinct lack of tangent material. And it's the Hinterlands, so we are gonna need tangent material. This tangents carry the Hinterlands in a live stream. In fact, tangents just carry my live streams. Has there been any Veilguard news recently? I don't know if there has or not. I can't quite remember. I'm just trying to think of things to talk about. I just want a release date, that's all I want. That's all I'm interested in, to be fair. I mean, yeah, I would like to know more about, you know, the companions and the storyline and stuff like that, but I'll find out all of that stuff when I play it anyway. And I try to avoid spoilers as much as possible. I like to go into things kind of as blind as I can. There's the wolves in the wolf quest. Oh, is that the Legion? I didn't want to pick that up yet. Lead the Druffalo back to the pasture. Okay, we'll lead the Druffalo back to the pasture. The Hinterlands. Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, I just want a release date. That's all I want. Druffalo Road. Go set that one as active. Where are we going in this direction? Oh, I've accidentally set a marker. I hate it when I accidentally set a marker. Right, I think we're gonna have to go past that bloody fade drift. Come on, little Druffalo. Come on. Don't you hate these kind of quests in games where you have to lead really slow animals around? Come on. You can do it. Come on, little Druffalo. Come on. I should be able to jump on it and ride it. That would be so much more fun. Come on. This way. Come on, if you get too far away from it, it stops following you. Come on. Come on, little Druffalo. Come on. There we go. Yeah, there's the photograph. Gonna try and bypass. Come on! That's stupid bloody creature. Dogs plus dead equals Fred crying. I'll be honest, when you first put that up, I just read dogs plus dead equals Fred, and I was like, you're a dead dog? What? My god, plot twist, Fred's actually a dead dog. Lives on in the chat. Come on, little buffalo. Come on, little friend. Oh my god, come on. Let's try not to get killed by the demons over there. We're just gonna ignore the demons over there. It's fine. Just head over here. You can find your way up here. Can't you, little buffalo? Of course you can. Of course you can. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. And a boy. Or girl. Boy, I think. Might be a girl. I see horns and assume boy, but you know. Maybe girls can have horns too. Not some kind of animal expert. Thought all dogs went to heaven? Well, not according to the Christians. Believed that only people had souls and animals didn't have souls, so animals didn't get into heaven. And I know that because at one point, I can't remember which period of history it was, medieval times I think maybe, there was a genuine debate going on, come on, move, over whether or not women had souls, or whether it was only men who had souls. Didn't know whether women had souls, got into heaven, or whether women were some sort of, you know, sub-species who didn't have souls and therefore didn't get into heaven. Where the hell is this posture? It's right over there. I'm gonna have to lead you through the camp. Will you just bloody move? Like, Jesus Christ, it's not that hard. Come on. Come on. You wanna come this way? You wanna come the other way around the room? Come on. Come on. I hate this quest so much. Come on. Move. Move. My cats are going to think I'm talking to them because that's what I say to them half the time. Just move, move, move. Get out of my way. We need to go this way, shall we? Come on, little Druffalo. Come on. We've lost 3 viewers in the course of this quest. I don't bloody blame them. Come on, little Druffalo, I'm gonna eat some more big quavers. I mean, we're nearly there. We're almost nearly there. Almost nearly. Come on. Come on. Did they eventually agree that women had souls? Yes, they did eventually come to the conclusion that women had souls. Come on, we're almost there. You're almost home, little Druffalo. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Jesus Christ. Tell the farmer that his Druffalo is safe, yeah. You better pay me $1 million gold. $1 million! Are you gonna pay me $1 million gold for your Druffalo, what I saved? Probably not, are you? If you had $1 million gold, you wouldn't be a Druffalo owner.
Thank you. I appreciate you finding her, and I'll see to it that this never happens again.
Yay! Quest completed. I got influence. Did I get anything else? No, I just got influence. Cole approves. He's not even bloody here. And he approves. Marvellous. Right. Get back to the quest we were actually doing. Measuring the veil. There we go. Set active. Marvellous. Set off again. These are particularly cheesy quavers. Like, these are cheesier than what normal quavers are. I feel like some extra cheese flavouring accidentally fell in with this batch. They are particularly cheesy. That is how little I have to talk about when I'm wandering around the Hinterlands. I just start talking about how cheesy my quavers are. Oh god. It's alright, we'll finish up all like the big quests that we've got in the Hinterlands. And we shouldn't have to come back to the Hinterlands for a while.
Kill that warrior!
Dead!
Pick up the flipping loot, love. Jesus Christ. Measuring the veil sounds like a euphemism. Just a bit, doesn't it? Angling for a sponsorship deal. Yeah, can you imagine? Magpie, sponsored by Quavers. Oh dear. You know what? I'm at like, what, 423 subscribers now? I only need to get to 500 and I could monetize if I wanted to. I don't think I would. But I could, if I felt like it. If the fancy took me. I feel like it would be more public than it was worth though. Oh, there's a spider. Oh, hello. Hang on. You can play one-handed, I'm not going to play this. Hang on a minute. Did Cassandra just use her train ability to yank that guy over here? And then once he was over here, next to Barrack and Solar, she just buggered off and went and fought that guy instead. It's kind of hilarious. She's like, here, you two deal with him, I'm going to run off now. Like, oh, thanks, love. I love it when daft things like that happen during the combat. You just sort of like get little moments like that where you can build little sort of, you know, scenarios in your head. Little mini fanfiction scenes. Which way are we going? Is this the right way? Ah, this will probably get us there, I imagine. Oh, we're close by to another quest. What's that? Conscientious Objector. Letter found on a corpse. Just his brother, isolationist mage, is hiding out in a cabin. Northwest of the crossroads. Well... Oh, the summer sale is now on with deals of up to 85%. Thank you for that. Is that the Steam summer sale? Or is it a different summer sale? Because I know the Steam summer sale is on. I haven't looked at it yet. I just got an email saying it was on. And I was like, I'm not going to look. Because I need my money. And I've already got more games than I could possibly play in a lifetime. That way, apparently. Name 3 things I like about cheesy quavers. Okay, so they're cheesy. They have a wonderful texture. And they don't get stuck in your teeth. Varric has a level up. Yeah, because the thing that annoys me about crisps is, like, if you're having, like, crisps for your lunch, right? And you've got, say, like, you know, a nice sweet treat to have afterwards, like a chocolate bar or something. The crisps get stuck in your teeth, and it's really hard to get them out of your teeth, particularly if you're eating in public. Because it's not very, you know, dignified, is it, to be picking crisps out of your teeth? And even if you do just shamelessly pick the crisps out of your teeth, still, like, you don't manage to get all of it out, but the quavers don't get stuck in your teeth. So after you've eaten your quavers, you can then have your chocolate bar without having to sort of, like, eat the chocolate in amongst the bits of crisps that are still stuck in your teeth, therefore ruining the chocolatiness with, like, cheese and onion flavour. Or whatever flavour crisp you've gone for. See? Quavers have many advantages. They are the best crisp.
This place is unpleasant.
This place is unpleasant. Well, there's a demon in it, so yeah, I would say unpleasant. It's, you know, quite an accurate description, at least.
I spy with my little eye.
No.
Oh, come now, Seeker. I'm just trying to be friendly.
Try to be quiet instead.
When you brought me along to talk, perish the thought.
Oh, newbie's here! Hello, newbie. That's 3 times in a row, oh my god. Oh, the pressure, man. I feel like I've got to carry on being good. Oh man, I've got quavery fingerprints all over me mouse now. Jesus Christ. Oh, and I've done things while trying to clean the quavers off me thing. Whoa, what have I done? Is this some special mode that I never knew about? Has anybody else ever seen this in the game? Because I have never seen this. Whatever the fuck this is. Never seen it. I don't think. Oh, is that just when you zoom out? Oh, yeah. No, I have seen that. I just never actually bother using it. Okay. I was going to say something then. Oh, yes, newbie. I don't know how to pronounce your name, and we've got a tradition on this channel that when I don't know how to pronounce somebody's username, I give them a nickname. Which is why common misconception, well, sorry, TMNWG is common misconception. That's not because I don't know how to pronounce it, that's because that's too much of a mouthful to say. So, you know, and Welsh, well, Turtle Swatter, which I now know is Turtle Swatter, but I'm an idiot, so I didn't figure that out at the time, is Welsh Friend. And I've got other ones, but I can't remember what they are. So, I could give you a nickname, or you could tell me how to pronounce your name, or you could suggest a nickname, or you could carry on being Newbie forever, and I'll just call you Newbie, even when, like, you've been watching me for, like, 10 years. Being very optimistic, thinking I'll be able to hold somebody's attention for 10 years. But, I mean, I could just call you Newbie, like, if you wanted, forever, you know? Trouble is, if I call you Newbie, then if we get another Newbie, they would have to be like Newbie 2. And then, if we got another Newbie after that, they would have to be Newbie 3. And I think at that point it would start getting confusing, wouldn't it? To find, yes, things. Yes, exactly. I know what I'm talking about, probably. I talk fast, do I? I suppose I do, yeah. Sorry. I can't help it, man. I've got too much stuff going through my brain. I have to try and get it all out, you know. I never managed to get all of it out, which is probably just as well, to be honest. Yeah. It's her northern accent, you'll get used to it. Cheers, love. Do you know what, actually, if you've ever watched the Lad Bible YouTube channel, they do really good, oh, fucking fade rift, for fuck's sake. There's a really good, interview. They do these interviews with, like, they do interviews with celebrities, but that's kind of boring. They also do interviews with, like, you know, real people. And they're always really good because they have, like, interesting people on who've lived, like, interesting lives and sort of, you know, people you never normally kind of hear from. And anyway, they had, they did this interview with a nun, right? And she has the best Northumbrian accent, and that was my favourite bit of the whole interview. I mean, it was a good interview generally. It was just sort of like what it's like to be a nun, really. That's what the interview was about. But she has like the best Northumbrian accent. It was so nice just hearing a really nice Northumbrian accent, because mine isn't that strong, really. And the ones that you normally hear, like, you know, in popular media, tend to be like the, you know, the sort of typical, very, very strong Geordie accent. Which most of us don't have. Like, some people do, but most people don't. And so it's not really nice to have like a nice, normal, proper Northumbrian accent, like what normal people speak like. Normal Northumbrian people, obviously. Yeah. But, yeah, it's a very good interview. I really enjoyed it. I watched it twice, that's how much I enjoyed it. Anybody confused yet, Lord? You are marvellous. I can barely hear what I'm saying with all the monsters screaming. Well, I can sort of thingy the hooja. I can mess with the audio settings a little bit. I'll turn me up and I'll turn the game down a little bit, shall I? Shall we do that? There we go. I've turned me up and I've turned the game down. Hopefully that'll do. Right. So... I did that on screen, didn't I? I forgot to put my other thing up. My other screen up. Never mind. I'm going to let Solus have a little potion. I'm going to let me have a little potion. I keep forgetting to use me bees. I went to all the trouble of crafting me bees and I don't use me bees. It's terrible, that. You go all the trouble of crafting bees and you don't use bees. Honestly. Honestly. Hey dear. Right, where the hell are we? So it's close by to here, isn't it? Oh, there's another quest over there. I don't want another quest. The last thing I want is another bloody quest in the bloody Hinterlands. I don't want more excuses to have to come back.
Nice work taking care of the bandits. Corporate Vale will want to hear the good news.
Okay, I took care of bandits apparently. Did I? I think I might have done. Yeah. Is this the quest with the elf who Solus doesn't like very much? Because Solus doesn't seem to like elves very much, which is kind of ironic.
According to my research, the ancient elves may have set up wards near here. If we can find the artifacts they used, it may help strengthen this area against tears.
Reach. Yeah, this is the elf. Hello! You alright, love?
Peace. I am no danger to you. My name is Miris. By your weapons, I see you come ready for battle. Perhaps we face a common enemy in these demons.
Yeah, sure. Leave, I don't trust you. What are you doing out here?
Are you fighting the demons on your own?
Fighting the demons is pointless. There will always be more, and I have no means of closing the rifts. But I have heard of elven artifacts that measure the veil. They may tell us where new rifts will appear. I was not expecting so many demons, however. I believe one of the artifacts is nearby. Can you help me reach it?
Yes, we'll help.
It sounds worth investigating.
Thank you. It shouldn't be too much farther ahead.
Okay.
Thank you for joining me. I do not think I could have done this alone.
Yeah, how did you end up here?
How did you come to be here?
I was, first of Clan Venet. I left in service of my clan and saw that great tear in the Vale on my journey. I know more of magic and the Vale than any Shemlin, so I hope to help.
Maharal, darling.
We should keep moving.
Mm-hmm. Just finishing me quavers, don't mind me. Be with you in a minute. I mean, I know there's like a world to save and everything, but got quavers to eat, innit? Oh dear. Right, okay. So. Now, interestingly, we've already done the whole veil fire thing down here, haven't we? We just didn't do the rest of it because we didn't have Solus with us. Hello! And the demons have come back, which is annoying. Because we've definitely been down here before, and we did the, yeah, we uncovered the veil fire room thing, whatever they are. It's just the artifact thing that we didn't do because we didn't have Solus.
Another of the elven artifacts.
What do you mean another of the elven artifacts? This is the first bloody one, love. How There.
If we activate that crystal, it should react to the strength of the veil.
Yes. The wards are helping to strengthen the veil. This area should be safer for travelers now.
Well, that should prove useful. And it seems the ancestors left something for me as well. Interesting. I believe our alliance is concluded. Go in peace, stranger.
Ooh, I wonder what you found. Yeah, let's not attack her. Let's just talk to Solus.
Mahalani, Maglandeva, vi Enasali.
Aye. Perhaps you're right. Here, take it. Go with Nathal's blessing.
Okay. That was our entire reason for coming back to the Hinterlands. Now we can keep activating the artifacts whenever we find them. I wonder if it actually does anything. Like, does it actually lessen the amount of demons that you're likely to run into?
Seeker. I thought you'd take charge back in Redcliffe. Maybe grab Fiona and rough her up.
I do not rough people up.
Sorry, my mistake. You'd have your men do it for you.
You'll never let that go, will you?
Probably not.
I think Cassandra does rough people up. I think that's one of her main skills is roughing people up, actually. Just eating me brownie, don't mind me. This whole live stream is just me eating stuff. Still got a whole bag of Haribo to get through after this. Mmm. It's a really nice brownie. Mmm. Proper chewy. They're better when they're chewy brownies, aren't they? I'm usually more of a crunchy person than a chewy person. Like cookies. I don't like cookies when they're soft. You know, like the ones that you get in the supermarkets are usually soft. I like them to crunch. I don't like them to be soft. Like the ones you get at Greg's. They always crunch. I usually prefer crunchy things to soft things. But when it comes to brownies, I prefer soft. You don't want a crunchy brownie, do you? I don't think that would be right. Assuming you can even hear any of this over the combat. Hopefully you can. I must be really popular in the cinema.
Red Templars. Corypheus must have sent them here for some reason.
Sorry, that's just tickled me. It must be really popular in the cinema. I don't tend to eat things in the cinema, actually. Sometimes I'll take, like, some chocolate buttons or something, but you just suck on chocolate buttons, don't you? You don't chew chocolate buttons. I remember me and my brother once went to see, I think it was one of the Star Wars movies, and he had a, you know the slushies that you can get? I do love a slushie, to be fair. I haven't had a slushie in years, but I do love a slushie. So we got the slushies, and you know when it gets like down to the bottom, and whenever you suck up through the straw, it sort of slurps. Right? He kept doing that at like the quietest moments in the film, and it's like he was just completely oblivious, and I was sat next to him going, for the fuck's sake, will you shut up? It's just like so embarrassing. I was a teenager at the time, so I was easily embarrassed. But anyway. Right, yes, take the evident will. Right, what are we doing? I don't know. We've got other things that need doing in the Hinterlands, because that was the only reason I came to the Hinterlands. But I did name this live stream the Hinterlands Strike Back, so I feel like we should do some more stuff in the Hinterlands. As much as I am loath to do. We've got this whole bit down here I haven't even been to yet. I don't know. Do I have any, like, good quests? I don't think we do, you know. Safeguards against looters. Trouble with wolves. We should probably go and do Trouble with Wolves, shouldn't we? Memories of the Grey. Ooh, the Carter setting up a red lyrium mining operation in the Hinterlands. Help of local mercenaries. Is that the one where you go into the other area, or is that the one with Bianca? I don't know. We'll go and do the wolves, shall we? I feel obligated to do the wolves because, you know, we need farmers back farming. So that there's food for people to eat. Almost been an hour already. It has, I know. How did that happen? We've done now, have we? I've still got a whole bag of Haribo to get through yet. It's Haribo Twin Snakes as well. It's the best Haribo. It's the best Haribo. It's not going to be nice to listen to me eat Haribo though. It's you know, if you are somebody who does not enjoy the sound of people eating. I think when I'm eating crunchy stuff, it's not so bad, like the Quavers and stuff. But Haribo doesn't crunch. If you're at all squeamish about eating noises, you're probably not going to enjoy it very much. But, you know, I'm afraid it's the sort of thing you have to deal with in my live streams. Should we go and see what this quest is over here? Because, you know, I do hate to leave an exclamation mark on my map. Everybody's got lovely beds. Even like the peasants and stuff. It always fascinates me. A letter in an abandoned home. The stone calls to me in my dreams as I shape it with my chisel and hammer. It shapes me in return. My flesh twists, claws and fangs rip forth. The light in the sky makes the stone so much louder. The cave in the hills has good strong stone. I can shape it into something strong enough to keep me safe if I hurry. Gentle, if you're having the dreams, go talk to the Templars. The war doesn't matter. Their job is to help when things are too frightening to deal with alone. And the only reason the Templars didn't find you as a child is because your parents hid you away. If carving helps you, here's a map to an old cave I stumbled on a few years back. I think it has the stone you like. Okay, the first bit of that is really unhinged, and then the second bit is just kind of like, oh yeah, this is fine. Like, that's a very odd letter. That feels like it was written by two different people. That's very weird. Okay, I also don't know what I'm supposed to do with any of that information, but I don't know. Where are we? The Hinterlands. I see, I wouldn't even know what quest that was. Would it be Deep Trouble? No, that's the Carter one. That's the Lua's thing. Absolutely no idea. Anyway, we found a letter, so that's good. Oh dear. It doesn't feel like the mic picks it up particularly. What, my eating noises? Really? Because sometimes when I watch the streams back and I'm like, oh my god, you actually made them listen to you. Like, particularly when I'm eating noodles. I think that's the worst when I'm eating noodles. Although Welsh friend says she likes it when I eat noodles, so, you know, there's no accounting for taste, really, is there? Some people, you know, have channels with millions and millions of subscribers just from them eating stuff, so, yeah. Thing is, whatever you do, it's always going to appeal to some people and not appeal to others. So, you know, it's going to appeal to the people that it appeals to, and the people that it doesn't appeal to are just going to go away. And really, you can't bother yourself worrying about it. I mean, maybe if you're trying to make a career out of your YouTube channel, but I'm not. I'm just kind of, you know, do it for fun and giggles. So, I don't really care. Yeah. If somebody hears me eating and goes, no, I don't want to listen to that, it doesn't really bother me, to be honest. It's not important. Yeah. Varric slightly approves. I don't know why Varric... Well, Varric approves every time you kill Red Templars, doesn't he? Yeah. That's the thing. Is that what they call mukbang? Yeah, mukbang videos have got a really interesting history because they started off, they're a South Korean thing. And they started off as like, literally people just like sitting down and eating dinner, right? But doing it live, and the idea was that if you were eating on your own and you were lonely, you could watch this live stream and, you know, it would be a chat full of people and you didn't have to be lonely while you were having your dinner and we were all eating together and, you know, it's kind of like a virtual dinner party sort of thing. And it was quite a nice, sweet sort of little thing, and it had quite a nice sort of little community around it, apparently. And then it kind of got picked up but by, you know, bigger YouTubers and things like that, and it became this whole thing about sort of people eating huge amounts of food and eating weird food and eating it like really fast or eating like with like massive mouthfuls or something like that, and it just sort of became this weird sort of strange thing. Yeah. You know, people who have like, you know, eating fetishes or whatever. Not that I judge anybody's fetishes. Trust me, I am in no position to judge anybody's fetishes. Yeah, so... Oh, giant spiders, hello! I think there'll be giant spiders in Veilguard. Do you think there'll be an arachnophobic mode thing? Because that's big in games now, isn't it, for people who don't like spiders? You can have the arachnophobe mode put on, takes all the spiders out, replaces them with fluffy teddy bears or something. You know what? Spiders don't bother me. I don't like to have them on me, but like if there's a spider, if I'm in a room and there's a spider like on the ceiling or something, it doesn't bother us. Right? I'm not bothered by spiders at all. Worms, on the other hand. It's worms that do it for me. I'm not, yeah, I kind of dealing with worms. I have nightmares where I'm covered in worms. If I see a picture of a worm, I'm just like, ah, no, I can't deal with worms. But yeah. Spiders though, fine. I can watch videos of spiders. Absolutely fine, doesn't bother me. But the moment I see a worm, I'm like, nah. Can't be dealing with that. Yeah. Even gummy worms? No! Gummy worms are fine. In fact, what I'm eating with my Haribo that I've got, I mean, they're snakes, but they kind of look like worms. Actually, tell you what, I'll open them up and I'll show you. Oh. Pop up. Cat cam on. There you go. Those are the Haribo I'm eating. They do actually look like worms, don't they? Twin snakes. You think they're snakes and one's sweet and one's sour, and then they're sort of fastened together. They're really nice. They're really nice. They're the best Haribo. Alright. I'm gonna have to listen to me eat Haribo now. I've opened them so they're getting eaten. And a lot of chewing has to go on. Ah! Where we may just lose, like, you know, 3 or 4 viewers. But that's alright. Oh, they've got that nice bit of music playing. I love it when this bit of music comes on. It sends shivers right through me. It's really nice. We'll just sit here and listen to it for a bit. So nice. Veilguard better have a good soundtrack. I think a good soundtrack is like such an important part of a game, especially a story-driven game. Because so much of the atmosphere and stuff comes from the music and the sound effects, which we proved when I live streamed Bioshock with my headphones in, listening to my own playlist rather than the game audio, and I went from being terrified of Bioshock to not giving a fuck and just happily running into every room and punching people in the face because, you know, I didn't have the creepy music or the creepy sound effects. I was just listening to my own little dance playlist. I was quite happy. So, you know. Yeah. And I'll also tell you, another reason music is so important is like, so Mass Effect 3 has such an atmosphere about it. It has such a feel about it, of like, you know, you're careering towards the end of the galaxy, the end of the universe, whatever, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. And whatever you do, lots of people are going to die and it's never going to be the same again. And it's got such a claustrophobic feel about it. And I cannot listen to the soundtrack without crying. Genuinely. Like, I've got a playlist with, like, the soundtracks of Dragon Age and Mass Effect, and there isn't a single Mass Effect 3 track on there because every single one just makes me cry. That's how much atmosphere and sort of feeling they bring. Especially the romance one. Oh my god, the romance one in Mass Effect 3. It's horrible. I can't listen to it. It's awful. It just pulls my heart out of its chest. Out of its chest? Out of my chest. Make it sound like my heart has its own chest that is separate from my chest. Anyway. Oh, Timothy's here. Hello, Timothy.
Seen so much sadness.
Every area has seen sadness, hasn't it? I don't think there is any part of the world that has not seen sadness. Sadness is a part of life. That was deep, wasn't it? Yeah. Getting my philosophical hat on. Oh, there's the wolves. They're the ones we're hunting.
These must be the wolves Elena spoke of.
How much sadness do you think Antarctica gets? Well! Is Antarctica the north one or the south one? So that just looks like I'm shooting solos, doesn't it? Antarctica's the south one, isn't it? Or is it the north one? South. In that case, I don't know. I know that the north one, probably quite a lot, because that's where all the expeditions to find the Northwest Passage went to. And a lot of them didn't come back. You know, they were looking for the Northwest Passage, right? So the Northwest Passage is a trade route. And they thought it probably existed, but they couldn't find it. And they were looking for it from the 1400s up until, I think it was 1850 they found it. It was Victorian, it was like into Victoria's reign, definitely, when they finally found it. And it's like, for that long of a time, they just thought it existed, but they had never found it, but they kept looking for it. And of course it did exist, and they did find it, but it's just sort of like, since the 1400s up until the 1800s. You'd think at some point throughout all of that they would have gone, maybe it's not real. But of course it is, and they found it eventually.
That cave could be the lair of our strange wolves.
The lair. It always cracks me up how she says lair. Lair. Lair, love. It's a lair. It's not a lair. It's a lair. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, but I don't know so much about expeditions to Antarctica. There must have been lots of expeditions to Antarctica, and a lot of them must have ended in death. A demon. Where? There's always a demon. Yeah, not even surprised anymore, love. There's demons everywhere. Shouting a demon doesn't really narrow it down that much. Again. There's a demon. We'll get rid of that demon. Go on, demon. You fall over now. There we go.
With the demon dead, the farmers should be safe from the wolves.
I expect the wolves are also pleased to be freed from the demon's control.
Marvellous. Some ominous howling going on there. I assume it's good ominous howling. Right. Seeing this makes me wish the shapeshifter skill from Origins were here. Yeah. I quite like the shapeshifter thing, you know. Now, a lot of people said it was useless, and I mean it was quite useless, to be fair. But being able to turn into a bear was useful on occasion. There were definitely instances where that was useful. I mean, mostly as a mage you were more powerful just being a mage, to be fair. Most of the time you were definitely stronger as a mage than a bear. But like, you know, in a pinch, sometimes being able to turn into a bear was kind of useful. I never really used the spider. Or the was it like a plague of locusts or something like that? The other one? I can't remember what the other one was. It was some kind of swarm. Like a swarm of something or another. Yeah. I did find the bear one kind of useful. Have a wander around. I'm sure there's a chest or something around here with things in it. Have a little explore. I want Ranger back. That's what I want. Ranger was a good one, wasn't it? I definitely want Blood Mage back. I like Knight Enchanter. I'll mind you, we don't even know if there's going to be specializations, do we? Or do we? I can't actually remember. Because like the whole leveling up might be different. Because, you know, the combat's different. I need to find out how to get up there. There must be a way. Swear to God, half of Inquisition is just wandering around trying to figure out how to get to places. Especially when you're hunting those bloody shards. Jesus Christ. How do I get up? Oh, hang on, I can see a ramp. That'll probably take us up, won't it? Right. Go. I'm just reading the chat now. Do you think we'll have some sort of animal in Veilguard? Like, do you think we'll have a dog or a horse or a cat or something? A cat. Yeah, I want a cat. I want a cat who comes into battle with us. Because, like, you had the dog in the first two games. And then in Inquisition, you don't. But, I mean, you do have horses. Although nobody uses them, really, for the most part. But, you know, they exist. They're a thing. I wonder if we'll have an animal you could charge into battle with. That would be cool. The only thing I don't like about the horse, and the main reason why I don't use the horse, is because when you get on the horse, your companions vanish. So you miss out on the companion banter. Like, they should all get on horses and follow you around too. You know, so you can still talk to them. Because if I get on my horse now, if I summon my horse. Hello, horse. There's my horse. You're a very beautiful horse. I get on my horse. Right, see, they disappear. They completely vanish. They've vanished into the ether. They no longer exist. Also, look at my little dwarven legs on a horse. They look so cute. Yeah, I also can't remember how to get off the horse. How do I get off the horse? Anybody remember how I get off the horse? I can't remember how I get off the horse. I'd be stuck on this horse forever. I could never get off the horse. Oh, there we go. I got off the horse. Marvellous. My companions have reappeared. Yeah, that's kind of the only reason I don't use the horse. Otherwise I would. I really would. I'm just reading the chat. I mean, you maybe could get a Mabari. I suppose it wouldn't make sense to have a Mabari as much, though. Like, in the first 2 games it makes sense because you're Ferelden. Although even with Hawk it doesn't make a lot of sense. Because it tends to be the nobles who have Mabari. Or soldiers. But I suppose if you're playing a warrior / rogue Hawk, you could sort of say that maybe you got it at Ostergar. If you're a mage Hawk, it's a little bit more complicated, but anyway. Still, it would be cool to have a dog back. We don't actually know what nationality you're going to be, I suppose. Or if you'll be able to pick your nationality. There's an idea. Because there's a bit of a running theme. That, like, in the first game, obviously, you're from Ferelden. Then the second game is set in the Free Marches, but you're from Ferelden. Right? And then in the third game, you're from the Free Marches. Right? So, like, each protagonist has been from the place where the previous game was set, right? So the first game's set in Ferelden, and then in the second game Hawk is from Ferelden, and it's set in the Free Marches. And then in the third game, the Inquisitor is from the Free Marches. But the thing is, Inquisition is sort of set in both Ferelden and Orlais, so it's not really going to work as an ongoing theme. Unless you're just from Southern Thedas. Should we attempt the nightmare Faedrift? We are a bit higher level than we were the first time we passed through here, so you know, maybe we'll be alright. It's that little arsehole over there that messes everything Veilguard, you choose your land of origin. Well, if that's the case, if you could choose where you're from, maybe when you choose where you're from you get certain benefits depending on what you choose, and maybe if you choose to be Ferelden you get a dog. I mean, I don't know, I have absolutely no proof, you know, for that speculation, but it would be good, wouldn't it? It would be good if you could choose to be Ferelden and get a dog. If you could choose to be Ferelden, I definitely would, because I feel like I'm Ferelden in real life. You know, I feel very connected to the Fereldens. I like them. I feel like they're my people. Fereldens. Will you just die, for heaven's sake? Good thing I gave myself all of that cold resistant armor, wasn't it? Is that it? Is that all of them? Can I close it now? Ooh. Yeah, I can close it. I can get to it. Ooh. I'm not tall enough to close this rift. There we go. Oh, there's a cat on me. What's the matter, buddy? Look, I'm being attacked by dogs. Look, you can't be here, buds. I'm being attacked. Look, Cameron. You can't be here. Look. This thing's trying to kill me. Look. Keep your snoot away from my Haribos. What are you doing? What are you doing? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. What are you doing? No. 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 What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hmm? Hmm? You've been a tit. Mm-hmm. No, 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 no. Where are you going? No. Oh. What are you doing? What are you doing? Eh? What are you doing? Sitting on my headphone cable, so I can't move my head. Hmm? Yeah. Look at this big floof. That's you they're talking about. You're the big floof. Hmm? It's because you're floofy. Look at you. Look how floofy you are. Yeah. You're too floofy, aren't you? You leave putty hair everywhere, don't you? Yes. You're the reason I have to vacuum twice a day, aren't you? Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. A little chin spot, yeah.
I am in the ass end of nowhere now.
Hey, so cute. Look. You're so cute. Yeah. Hmm? Yeah. Yeah. You gonna let me play the game or not? We have to sit here like this for a bit. It's 9 people watching this. 9? 9 people watching you. From all over the world. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Hmm? My little girl. We might just have to sit like this for a little bit. Yeah. Hmm? Yeah. Mandated by the kitty union. Are you part of a union? Is there a cat union? Is there? I bet there is. Hmm? Yeah. Like how Solus refuses to look at you. That's a good point, actually. Also, he's glowing. Why are you glowing, Solus? Your portrait's glowing. Just because you're a bit injured. You're very weak, Solus. You keep needing health boluses. Not the strongest member of the party, are you? No. Also refuse to loot that thing. Get Theodora to loot that thing. Yeah. So, what's everyone been up to since we're just sat here for a while with a cat refusing to let me play the game? I need tangent topics. Give me a tangent topic we can go off on. We haven't gone big into any tangents yet this live stream. I mean, we've had a few little mini ones. It's a Magpie live stream, of course there's going to be tangents. But we haven't had like a big proper tangent yet. She's out with the bathroom. Yeah, I don't think she actually completely locked herself in. I think she managed to get the door open again, didn't you? Because, luckily, because I forgot actually that I'd looked around and seen the bathroom door shut. I was thinking I should probably go and rescue you, and then I completely forgot. Do you rescue yourself? Yes. Yes. Scorpio's still on the windowsill. He's just behind the monitor there. On the windowsill, just chilling. Oh, viral effects as a tangent. Any thoughts to the rumours about Harding having some sort of abilities in Veilguard? Yes, now, I saw one reference to that she has, like, magical abilities. Which is interesting. Now, I'm not as clued up on the Dwarven side of the lore as I am with, like, other parts of Dragon Age lore. But there's hints, isn't there, that they may once have been Titans. Whatever the hell Titans are. Ooh. Before, you stay where you are, little madam. Before the veil. And I wonder if it's somehow connected to that, because there's the idea that they might have had magic once, I think. Is that the theory? I don't know. Stay. Star. Stay where you are, love. Oh. There we go. Yeah. You are getting really fat. I think we need to put you back on the diet. I've only just realised how chubby you are. You're very chubby. Look at that big belly. Hey? Hey? You've been eating too much. Is that a bone? I think that's your hip bone. Is that your hip bone? I think that's your hip bone. Sorry. Hey! You're getting very chubby, aren't you? Yeah. So why is it that we think she's got magic powers? Was it just like something in the trailer or something like that? Or is it something that's actually been said by the developers? Yeah. But if she does have, like, actual magic powers, like, it you know... But where would she have got them from? That's the thing, because she doesn't have them in Inquisition unless she's hiding them. Yeah. You're getting fat. You know? I mean, I can't judge. I've just sat here and, you know, eaten a lot of crap. But, you know, I have an excuse because it is that time of the month. So, you know, I'm allowed. And you don't have times of the month. Do you? So you don't have an excuse. I saw something that I was going to comment on. I can't remember what it was. Taverna Nights is giving very few clues about Veilguard. Well, maybe it's sort of going to become apparent when you play the game, because like all of the prequel Inquisition books, like The Masked Empire and Asunder, and First Flight, which I haven't read yet, but I feel like that one's more of a because I know it's about griffins, so I think that one's more like not so much to do with Inquisition, but like The Masked Empire and Asunder are the two big Inquisition books. But you don't realise how much they're telling you about Inquisition until you play Inquisition. So like The Masked Empire gives you massive backstory about Celine and Briala. All of which is like really not mentioned in the game. Like they say that Briala and Celine fell out, but in the game you never find out why they fell out. That's all in the book. And then Asunder obviously introduces Cole, and then it does the whole kind of like, you know, how they find out that being tranquil is curable and stuff like that. And other things. So it is actually like massive Inquisition backstory, but you don't actually realise it is until you play Inquisition. And then if you play Inquisition without having read the books, you don't actually realise how much backstory you're missing. It's quite clever, because it's sort of like, obviously not everybody who plays the game is going to be so into the Dragon Age series that they read the books as well. Not all gamers are into reading. So, you know. Yeah. So Tevinter Knights might actually be giving you massive, massive clues and massive, massive amounts of backstory, but you just won't actually realise it until you play the game. Ooh! Ooh! Very heavy. You're very heavy. Aren't you? Yeah. Very fat. Totally minimise the impact of the fact that the right of tranquility can be reversed. Yeah, but I think it's mostly because, like, it's not public knowledge, really, is it, yet? Like, I know the Inquisition themselves find out. But they don't kind of tell anybody, because it sort of would be huge, wouldn't it? So it's sort of like, maybe we just need to keep this to ourselves a little bit. You know, it's like, the world's already unsettled enough. Are you going to stay here for the rest of the live stream? Is this just going to be it for the rest of the live stream? Hey? I'm surprised she's letting me hold her like this. She doesn't normally. Scorpio does, but Star doesn't like being held. Like, she'll come and sit on your knee, but it has to be, like, on her terms. As soon as you start trying to, like, you know, pick her up or reposition her or anything, she's like, no, I'm out of here. Sunder was a good book, yeah. I think The Masked Empire was better. I like The Masked Empire more. Out of all the books, it is my favourite one. I find Celine a very compelling character, and I really like her. I mean, I know she does a terrible thing, because the thing is, like, the reason a lot of people are against her... Are you alright, Star? Are you okay? The reason a lot of people are against her is because in The Masked Empire, she does a terrible thing. Like, a really terrible thing. Which I'm pretty sure is never mentioned in Inquisition. And it's very weird that it's never mentioned. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's never mentioned. I think I'm right about that. It's certainly not drawn attention to. Yeah, which is what turns a lot of people against her. But I feel like she didn't have much choice but to do the terrible thing. But I was very disappointed in her when she did do the terrible thing. I was a bit like, oh, Celine, man, how I was really liking you and really rooting for you. But I still like her. But I think when you've read The Masked Empire, it gives you a lot more... I think you can make a better decision on, like, who should be ruling Orlais, because you kind of know more about, like, who you're dealing with. Like... Are you alright? What are you doing? Ooh, you're gonna slip off me now? Yeah. Who did the terrible thing? Celine. Celine did the terrible thing. Empress Celine. But I feel like she didn't have a lot of choice. Although it's been a while since I've read it, so I don't remember the ins and outs. I want to read it again. I want to read Asunder again as well. It's just that Asunder is a much longer book, is the thing. Like The Masked Empire, you can just kind of sit down and breeze through that quite easy. Okay. I don't like Briola as much, though, which is weird, because she's definitely more played as the good guy of the two, but I don't like her as much. But anyway. You okay? You're being very quiet. This isn't like you. It's not like you to sit still and be quiet. Normally you wriggle about and squeak a lot. Are all Dragon Age novels considered canon? Well, now that's interesting, because yes, I think so. However, they're very careful to try and avoid sort of mentioning anything that might mess up your own personal canon. Like your own personal canon playthrough. What are you doing?
So here we are, Elf. Cleaning up another human mess.
What would the Inquisition do without our stabilizing influence, Master Tethras?
I assume they just start burning things.
That does sound like most humans I know.
If you gentlemen are quite finished...
Now, don't get touchy. We're just here to lend you simple humans our help.
Before you cause everything to explode.
Again.
Yes. But there are certain things, so like, in Asunder, Wynne is alive in Asunder, and she's like one of the main characters in Asunder. But of course, Wynne can die in Origins. So if you've got like your canon playthrough as Wynne dying in Origins, then it doesn't really fit with, you know, your personal canon. And I don't feel like there is like a Dragon Age canon. Do you know what I mean? Of like, you know, like a canon world state. I don't feel like that's a thing. But then is there not a comic as well where Alistair is king? I'm sure there's a comic where Alistair's king, and that always bothered me, because like in my canon playthrough, Alistair is not king. Alistair isn't even alive in my canon playthrough, because I'm a monster. But anyway. Are you going to sleep? Are you actually going to sleep? Star, you can't go to sleep here. I've got a game to play. Star. 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 Hello, love. Star. You can't go to sleep here. Don't look at me with your bleary cute little eyes. No. She's actually just going to go to sleep. That's what she's going to do. We're just going to spend the next, like, however many hours of this live stream just watching a cat sleep. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to have some Haribo. Leliana can die in Origins. Yes, but that is taken into account in Inquisition, because if you import a world state where Leliana died in Origins, hello. In Inquisition, she tells the story of how she died at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and then all of a sudden she woke up again, and she can't explain what happened. But if you don't make her divine, so if you've got a world state where Leliana died in Origins, right, and then she doesn't become divine, in the epilogue of the Trespasser DLC, it states that she started to go a little bit doolally, started hearing like lyrium music, and then one day she just disappeared. And it highly suggests that she was actually a lyrium ghost, and that she wasn't actually Leliana at all. And I love that, because if you want to go for like a really dark world state, what you could do is you could kill her in Origins. There's a cat hair stuck to my bit of Haribo. It's really annoying me. I don't want to eat more cat hair. I've probably eaten a lot of cat hair in my time since I've had the cats. Yeah, if you wanted to go for like a really dark world state, because she only disappears if you don't make her divine, right? So, yeah, you could kill her in Origins, and then you could sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm thinking corrupt, but that's not quite the right word. But you know, pick the choices in Inquisition that makes her go kind of horrible. Let's say, yeah, let's corrupt. So you've got like a horrible psychopathic Leliana, and then make her divine. So at that point, you've got a psychopathic lyrium ghost on the Sunburst throne. Isn't that a terrifying thought? Yeah. The only character in Origins who can't be killed is Sten. Morrigan can't be killed. Can't kill Morrigan. You can tell it. You can kick her out the party, but she can't die. Oh no, Zevran can die. Of course he could die. Alistair can die. Ogren can't die, which is why he's the only one who turns up in Awakening. Wynn can die. Yeah, Sten can die, because you can leave him in the cage. Well, I suppose you just kind of assume that he dies at that point. Shale can die. Yeah, is it not just Morrigan that can't die? Harden, that's the word I was looking for, Timothy, thank you. We've lost a lot of viewers, you know. They didn't tune in to watch a putty cat go to sleep. But if watching a putty cat go to sleep made them tune out, then we didn't want them here anyway, did we? No. Ogren is silly because he comes back even if you chop off his head. Can you chop off his head? Can you kill Ogren? Is that a thing? Got cat hair up my nose. Cat hair up my nose. Scratch, 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 scratch. Scratch, 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 scratch. Scratch, 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 scratch. Hey. You're the cutest girl. Yeah. What's Marigold? You can't have it. It's bad for you. No. It's bad for you. It's bad for me too, but you know. I did not know you could kill Ogren. Well then. I guess I think Morrigan's the only one who can't die. Very beautiful, you know that. You are. I think you're the most beautiful putty ever. Yeah, you're even a little bit more beautiful than Scorpio. Just a little bit, tiny little bit. But I think he's cuter. I think he's the cutest and you're the most beautifulest. Yeah. You know you're so heavy that my arm is getting kind of tired from holding you. Do you know that? You're quite a heavy putty. 7 kilograms the last time I took them to the vet. 7 kilograms. That's how big you are. You're a very big putty. You are. Actually, I was going to do a video about how all the various companions can die. I wrote a script for it and everything. And I think I had Ogren not being able to die. Because I was like looking through the wiki to double check everything. And I'm sure it didn't mention that you could kill him. So it's a good thing I never did that video. Because I would have been wrong. Wouldn't I? Yes. Who's the older sibling? They came out with the same litter, so they are the same age. I don't know what order they were born in.
But yes. You're both the same age, aren't you? You twinsies! Well, triplets technically, because there was a third one. But I didn't get the third one. The third one was already claimed. Otherwise, to be fair, I probably would have got the third one. I probably would have had all three if I could have. And they're 2 on the 1st of July, which is soonish. What date is it today? Is it the 29th? How many days is in June? 30 days off September, April, June and November. Is that 30 in June? Is there? 30 days off September, April, June and November. That's right, isn't it? Check my calendar. Yeah, so day after tomorrow you're 2 years old. Oh my goodness. That means in only 5 years' time I'll be buying you the 7+ cat food. You'll be an old lady. You'll be past your prime. Just saying. Oh god, the kids' summer holidays start on the 19th of July. My least favourite 6 weeks of the year. It's payday on the 12th. The rent's due on the 14th. Got nothing better to do, I may as well just tell you everything that's on my calendar. Oh, there's lots of things happening on the 14th of August. There's a birthday. The rent's due again. How exciting. My arm is really hurting from holding you upright, do you know that? Oh, dear me. Giving my muscles a workout here. Ooh. Northern Lights likely visible by eye anywhere in the UK, apparently. Shall we read that? We may as well just read my news feed. We've got no else to do. The Aurora Watch UK service has issued a red alert. It is likely that the Northern Lights will be visible in the UK on Friday, June the 18th. That was yesterday. Aurora Watch UK, which monitors activity of the Aurora Borealis. I can never say that, but yes, you know what I'm talking about. Well, you fuck off, Jesus Christ. Has issued a red alert. That means that it is likely that Aurora will be visible by eye and camera from anywhere in the UK. Aurora Watch, which is run by scientists. Oh, you're talking about news. I don't want to listen to this. Are you going? Are you going? Oh, you're trying to. Which is run by scientists in the Space and Planetary Physics Group at Lancaster University's Department of Physics, issued the alert on Friday afternoon. There we go, but we missed it. Anyway. Right! Oh my god, we can get on with the game. This is so exciting. I'm just going to eat some Haribo. Oh, this is so adorable. I have to show you this. Hang on. So, under my desk, I've got my old computer. You know, my old one that broke. I've just never got rid of. Stars on top of it. Look how cute you look up there. You're so cute. Yeah. You're so adorable. Yeah. So adorable. Right. We'll get on with the game then. Right. So. Apparently there's red things on my map literally there. Oh yeah, there's dogs up there. Hi. Have you been up there this whole time? Oh. Sorry doggies, I didn't notice you. Yeah. Right, so. What were we doing? We were going to what's her name? To to tell her about the well, sorry, I was just checking.
From any of
I
your
was just checking
Kirkwall
WhatsApp.
associates, Varric?
You're asking me? So you don't read my letters?
You're no longer my prisoner, much as you like to act like it.
Yet I still get all the suspicion.
I am not without sympathy, especially given recent events.
Why, Seeker, I would never accuse you of having sympathy. By the way, I tend to refer to my associates as friends. Maybe you're not familiar with the concept.
Stop being horrible to Cassandra, Varric. I know that she did sort of kidnap and torture you, which is, you know, definitely a black mark on her record, but I like her, so just stop being horrible. Yeah. Now I've got cat hair up my nose. Oh, right. So, oh, is there another red thing that wants to kill me? Oh, there's another dog. Hello, dog. I'm about to go and tell Alina that wolves are no longer a problem and we're just being attacked by dogs left, right and centre. There we go. We'll go and tell her now. Quickly, before any more dogs can attack us. But we'll just quickly loot the thing. Oh, we got some frosty rags. Who doesn't want some frosty rags? Everybody could do with some more frosty rags in their life. Well, that's quite pretty done there, isn't it? It's like a I was going to say a Christmas card. Not quite a Christmas card. More like an Easter card or something. Ooh, terror talons. Even better than frosty rags. Imagine if you put terror talons and frosty rags together. Imagine what you get. You get kind of frosty talony rags, wouldn't you? Terrifying frosty talony rags, most likely. I shall just replenish my supplies. I'll tell you what, we'll rest a little bit. I should replenish my supplies. Enhanced mighty blow. Yeah, that definitely sounds like a euphemism, doesn't it, Fred? Why did I get to that thing yet? Oh, apparently I can't. Because we got the next level of thingy, mabobby, didn't we? Or maybe I can. I don't think you needed to crouch down there, love. I think you were pretty much on eye level as you were, but alright. Yeah, we can get in here and we can loot whatever's in this thing. 137 gold and heavy warden armor. You know what? That's actually halfway decent. I was all ready to make fun of whatever was in there and go, wow, it was really worth unlocking that door. But I think it probably was actually worth unlocking that door. Right. Where are you, Alina, my love? Hello, or Elena, or whatever.
You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
I've stopped the wolves.
The wolves should be back to normal now. They shouldn't be any further trouble.
That's good to hear. I'll send word to the farmers and let my husband know what you've done. It may not seem like much, but you've given this land hope it desperately needed. Thank you.
Okay. So. Oh, God. Sorry. I've got cat hair irritating my nose, and it's just the most annoying thing. You just can't get rid of it. Convince Dennett to provide horses to the Inquisition.
Elena says you got rid of those demon-cursed wolves. Should be safer for our farmers now. You've held up your end of our bargain, Inquisition. You'll have my whole stable and good hands to go with it.
Marvelous. Will you join the Inquisition?
You sent your stable hands and your horses to the Inquisition. What about you?
Well, you've cleaned up the area, and I can't say I'm not tempted. Still, it feels wrong to abandon my land to go play horsemaster again.
Ooh. So I've got an option, or we could ask Cassandra. I always like to take the companion options when they appear.
Are you Andrastian? This is a matter of faith. The Maker would want the best to join us.
I've heard some things about you lot. Can't say I'm not interested in what it all means. All right, Inquisition. I'll look to your horses myself. Never let it be said that Redcliffe gave less than the best. Just let me settle matters here and say goodbye to my wife. I'll meet you at Skyhole.
Okay, well, bring your wife with you if you want. You know, more the merrier. Again, everybody just has really nice beds. It's weird. Well, I have a real... See, my problem is that I tend to, because I'm a history nerd, I tend to look at sort of like you know, fictional medieval type worlds, kind of, and like compare them to like real world history, and sometimes I have to kind of go, yeah, this isn't real world history. Like real world history rules don't necessarily apply in Ferelden. Oh, there's Hot and Hightown. Oh, that's chapter 1. I think we've already got like chapter 2, 3, and 4 or something like that. We might read all of it together once we get it all collected. We'll read Hot and
Watchtowers will
Hightown.
keep my farmers and your refugees a lot safer. I've sent supplies to the crossroads.
Great, wonderful. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Right, so what do we want to do? Do we want to stay in the Hinterlands? Have we got anything that we really need to do in the Hinterlands? Like really, really, really? Or is it all just meaningless side quests? Because we're going to have to come back here anyway. Because there's a Varric quest that draws you back here. And I think... Does Dorian's quest draw you back here? I have it in my head that it does. I'm sure you can go to Redcliffe for Dorian's quest. So, you know, because it's really boring, we could just leave and go and do something else for a while. Unfortunately, we've got to one of like the lulls in the game where really we just have to kind of wander around areas doing side missions and stuff like that. Get our level up a little bit before we sort of progress the main plot anymore. But we'll nip back to Skyhold and have a think about what we want to do. Yeah. Oh, dear me. Bloody cat hair, I swear to God. Sarah, why are you down here and not up in your little tavern room?
So, Inquisitor. It is Inquisitor now, right? Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little baddies I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it? Drosto, what do I step in?
I thought Sarah looks really tall next to me. Because normally she looks like a short ass. Yeah. If she answers, let me know.
Let me know what she says. I could use some clarification myself.
It's swearing, not praying. She doesn't answer. Not like she's supposed to. I know what happened to you. Or what everyone here thinks happened. It seems... I don't know what it seems.
Calm down and explain. Griffey seems real enough. What's your issue? Yeah, calm down and explain.
I can't help if you don't explain what's wrong exactly.
It's got to be nonsense, doesn't it? We're kind of screwed if it isn't. I mean, that Carriffy thing. A Magister, right? Story is, he cracked the Golden City. But that's a hazy dream. If not, Seat of the Maker, real thing. A seat needs a book, so the Maker, real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world, real things. It's too much, isn't it? How pretty are you that I actually think this shite is possible?
I love her so much. I just think she's so down to earth. Like, she's the most normal of the lot of them. Like, I mean, she's not normal in terms of, like, compared to other video game protagonists and companions, but, like, Sarah's like a real person who you could meet in the real world, whereas, like, people in video games, particularly video games set in sort of fantasy worlds, tend not to be. Like, you know, none of these people are sort of down to earth and relatable. Because they're fantasy characters, but Sarah's just like, she's somebody that you could bump into in the local co-op, like, you know what I mean? She's just so, just real. I need hope, not selfishness. Pick whatever course you want. I need doubters like you. Do you believe me or not? Or do you believe or not? Thanks for the pretty part. Yeah, thanks for the pretty part, Sarah.
I like to hear this. The pretty part, not the overwhelmed by everything part.
Oh, sure. Don't mind the bung ripped through the heavens, love. Primp and tots and all is well. What I want is to get everything back to business as usual. A nice simple system with simple problems. Helps me, helps people, helps you. In that order. For now.
Okay, that almost made sense. Faith may decide much of this. Just follow orders. Crazy. I hope there's more you want. Yeah, let's keep going in the flirting direction. Why not?
I'm hoping you'll stick around. Never know what might interest you.
You're just so smooshy, little Harold.
And when she says little Herald, she really means that I am a very little Herald. I'm a teeny tiny little Herald. Continue teeny tiny I am compared to her. So teeny tiny. Right. So. Hopefully she'll go and sit in her room up there now that I've had that little chat with her. She'll do the rounds and have a little talk with everybody.
Can I help you?
Oh yeah, you had something to show me, didn't you?
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
I may just eating Haribo in the background.
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise. Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. She doesn't talk much.
Yeah, always best just to say nothing in this conversation.
So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori? Or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Okay. Dorabella, not Dorabella, that was the first one. Theodora looked, quite interesting sitting on that barrel, didn't she?
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't sing the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink. I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option, but a few faces might help.
Yeah, why did you act like that?
You made it sound like you didn't like the Inquisition.
People don't always tell the truth when you're polite. You've got to poke them a bit.
They may think less of you. This was good. That attitude surprised me. This was depressing. They may think less of you.
Those two soldiers might think you're an asshole.
So?
Fair enough. Yeah, this was good.
It was good to get their perspective.
Yeah. Sounds like we could use an easy win for boys like Tanner. And vets like Mira have seen enough to be wary. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that. No matter what comes next.
Oh, Fred just added Dirty Sarah fan art to the Discord. I was in the break room today at work. And I was bored because none of my work friends are in on a Saturday. And I thought, oh, I'll nip onto the Discord just to have a reread. And I forgot that I probably shouldn't click on the Dirty fan art channel when I'm at work in the break room, because I clicked on it and then I was like, oh shit. Just close that down. Oh, bloody hell. It's quite a nice one. Yeah, right. Anyway. Oh, dear. See what you're missing out on, common misconception. Right. So. You also... if you join the Discord, you also get to see me and Fred just having really intense, thrilling political debates about the politics of Ferelden.
Made my day bright, it did. Maker knows what got into the
It was an excellent debate, wasn't it, Fred? Oh, I need to look for Cole again. Jesus Christ, has he gone again?
What are you doing?
Listening. Eyes rough, jangling armor hurts my ears, back aching, fingers too clumsy for knots. Wind cool like Aunt Eloise's pond, lips scalded as I sip, warmth blossoms, first kiss in the barn. What was his name? Tin jangle as the blood spills, Pierre's wrapped body on the wagon to the chantry. 5 more minutes. My fault.
Do you hear everything?
Can you listen to anyone's mind like you did hers?
No, they have to need me. Pain, fear, sadness, guilt, anger, hurt. Things I can fix.
Can you help her?
Can you do something for her?
Yes. It's okay. Nothing you did mattered.
What? Who are you?
They lie there, and sometimes they die, just like Pierre. You can't save them.
I don't know who you are.
Wait. That didn't work. Let me try again. You'll forget me in a minute.
Yeah, what you doing, Cole?
What are you going to do?
Make her forget me. Then do it again, the right way.
Oh, sorry, there's a cat on me. Just give me a second. What are you... What are you doing? Start, what are you doing? Hey, you left. You don't get to come back again now. Well, bloody well watch me, she says. What are you doing? Where are you going? Where are you going? What are you doing? Make a decision, Star. Make a decision. We're in the middle of a conversation here. You've interrupted a conversation. I'm gonna wait and watch and let him do his thing.
You can't save all of them.
What?
Like Pierre getting sick after you snuck out to Aunt Eloise's pond. You want it to be your fault, so there's a reason and it's not so frightening. But there is no reason. Pierre just got sick. The soldier was never going to live. It wasn't your fault. Better.
Yeah, they don't remember you.
So you walk into their lives, make them feel better, and they just forget you?
Yes. It's better to help and then be gone. If I stay, it can be frightening.
For you or for them?
Yes. Thank you for letting me help her.
What's happening, Star?
It's not
Oh
how
no,
a person
what's happening?
did it,
Oh no.
But it helped. That's what matters.
Come this way. Come this way. Come this way.
Way. Oh. Look at you.
Look at you. Look.
Want to go that way, do you? That got rid of her, didn't it? Right, yeah. Oh dear. I'm a terrible cat owner, aren't I? Right. So, I haven't decided yet whether we're going to make soul more spirit or human. I can never decide which is the best option. It's a very difficult one. Either way, I feel like a bit of an arsehole, whichever way I go. So, yeah, anyway. Right. I'll match best I can. There are 2 substructures here. Skyhold was built in stages or rebuilt. Is this where we want to invest? If it's fallen before, how can we be sure it won't fall again? 2 words, the Inquisitor. Thanks, Cassandra, for putting all of that on my shoulders. Invest and commit. We are as strong as the will of the weakest of us. Cassandra Pendergast. I can't be asked talking to Blackwall. I don't like him that much. I don't know which way I want to go. I don't know which way I want to go. I've got things to turn in. I've got research things to turn in. Let's go and do that. Because I can't decide where I want to go next. Because, yeah, we've got to, like, an annoying lull where there isn't really anything interesting for us to do for a while.
How do you know they won't attack here?
I don't know whether to just play it a little bit through the week, like, in my own time. Until we get to a more sort of, like, important story point. Yeah. So is this the trouble with Inquisition? You do get these little sort of lulls where it's sort of like, I don't really know what to do next. Research. Hello, Liliana. Do you have a conversation that we need to have? Well, we can ask her about, but just we'll do that later. We'll do that later. Oh, we've got a thing. Dear Liliana, you'll be happy to learn that your friends are doing well. Schmooples II is still unhappy about his meal plan and tries to get into the pantry. Had to have a bolt installed and now he whines constantly. The two little ones are still a handful, but good news, I've managed to discourage Boulette from relieving herself on the silk rug Justinia gave you. Felicine from 2 doors over has been visiting almost every day to play with the dogs. She's quite delightful, and Schmooples II is fond of her. I suspect it is because she brings him sweets from her father's shop. I had to ask her governess to keep her from visiting the house, however, as someone tried to infiltrate it 2 nights ago. An agent of one of the someones hoping to uncover some of the Nightingale's secrets. Wow, that went from sweet and wholesome to quite serious quite quickly. I neutralised and interrogated him. His ability to withstand questioning was deplorable. Someone needs to talk to the Blanchards about their spies. All I had to do was put Schmooples II in his face and tell him that I hadn't fed the creature that day. Your pet played his part admirably. I received your orders and will depart for Ferelden as soon as possible. I have arranged for Garda to take over node-keeping. Sparrow! A little-known distant cousin of mine. I do like that. The first part is just like, oh yeah, nugs and happiness and, you know, children coming to play with the nugs. And then it's like, oh yeah, then there was an agent who I had to, like, capture and interrogate, but that's fine. Oh dear. Right, Sadler, Baron Plucky, I don't care how many missions he's flown, how many lives his actions have saved. He's a holy terror. Nearly pecked out my eye the last time I tried to attach a message to him. All the dramatic flapping and squawking caused the sister to come over. You should have seen her look when she snatched the letter from me. If I had a weaker constitution, it might have killed me on the spot. I suppose she thought I was trying to murder her prized raven, and all she had to do was coo at him, and the Baron hopped onto her shoulder, all sweetness, and nestled into her neck. How does she do it? All the birds like her. Is it blood magic? It's blood magic, isn't it? Oh, dear. Right, so, my favourite thing about Inquisition is just all the little, like, notes and things you find around the place. I think I've said a few things are my favourite thing about Inquisition now. I have many favourite things about Inquisition. I also have many things I disdain about Inquisition. That's just a codex entry. Right, so. Head out through this door. Oh, look at my beautiful castle. Can I get to anywhere from here? Does this lead anywhere? I cannot remember. No, it's just a balcony. Should we fling ourselves off the balcony? Because, you know, I can't be bothered walking downstairs. Whee! Oh, there goes my ankles. But I'm fine. It's okay. I'm immortal while I'm in Skyhold.
Who he really is. They never do. You don't understand. Fairbanks fights for us and others.
It's Dragon Age, it's always blood magic, yeah. Or demons, or both. Oh, someone's in there. Is that Cullen who's in there? We haven't had the chess match yet, have we? Hello, Cullen. Is this going to be the chess match? No.
As leader of the Inquisition, there's something I must tell you.
Ooh, this sounds ominous.
You're being especially serious today.
I know. Lyrium grants Templars our abilities, but it controls us as well. Those cut off suffer. Some go mad, others die. We have secured a reliable source of lyrium for the Templars here. But I no longer take it.
You stopped?
When I joined the Inquisition. It's been months now.
I was sure you got the chess match before you got this one. Interesting. Why didn't I know sooner? But you could die. You seem fine. Why? Yeah, why?
Why are you doing this?
After what happened in Kirkwall, I couldn't. I will not be bound to the Order, or that life any longer. Whatever the suffering, I accept it. But I would not put the Inquisition at risk. I've asked Cassandra to watch me. If my ability to lead is compromised, I will be relieved from duty.
Okay, are you okay?
Are you in pain?
I can endure it.
Respect your decision. Fine, just do your job. I don't approve. I'll trust Cassandra. Sure, I'll trust Cassandra.
Cassandra takes things as seriously as you do. If she has no problem with this, neither do I.
I thought you had a right to know. The Inquisition's army must always take priority. Should anything happen, I will defer to Cassandra's judgment.
Okay. Because with the chess match, there's two people. May as well just jump off. There's two people that Inquisition Cullen can play the chess match against. One is Dorian, and the other is Leliana. So I think if you get to the chess match conversation before you ever speak to Dorian at Skyhold, you get Leliana instead of Dorian in the chess match cutscene. And I think it's much better with Leliana, but I've blown it this time. So we're gonna get the Dorian cutscene instead of the Leliana cutscene. There you go, just a bit of trivia for you, because I actually think the Leliana cutscene's better. It's in a kind of interesting note, isn't it, whether the Templars really do need lyrium or not. Because, like, Alistair doesn't take lyrium, but he's still got his Templar abilities in Origins. Which could just be, you know, a continuity error. But I tend to think that they don't actually need lyrium. Ooh, that's my requisitions table. Good to know, isn't it? Yeah, I tend to think that they probably don't need lyrium. It's just, you know, the Chantry controlling them. I like the idea that the people at Skyhold are so used to the Inquisitor dropping out of the sky that they don't react to it anymore. It's just one of my quirks, you know. Father, no, I will not come home. I know what happened to Haven. I was there, and I'm not afraid of death. If none of us are brave enough to stand, then all of us will fall. I am your son. If you trust nothing else, trust me. The Inquisition is our only hope. I'd also like to request that you stop using such language to refer to the Inquisitor. It's not what you think. She's not trying to replace the Divine or the Chantry or become a god. Ah, that's what he thinks. I know it's a little odd for us to be following a dwarf. I knew them only as merchants and traders growing up, and I will admit that I thought it was a joke when they told me that the Herald was dwarven kind, but I'm ashamed I ever thought that way. The Inquisitor is inspiring and speaks for all of us, no matter what she looks like. I just hope you'll be able to see that. This is what I want, and what I feel is my duty. I think Mother would be proud, and I know she would want you to be proud of me too. Your son and dedicated Inquisition soldier, Eustace. Oh, that's kind of sweet. Probably shouldn't leave your personal letters lying around for the Inquisitor to come along and read, though, because, you know, she's like that, the old Inquisitor. She doesn't have that much integrity. You know. Yeah. Who are you? Sir Morris. Wow, what a name. Any name. I'm just wandering around because I don't know where I'm going yet. See if there's any more proper conversations to be had. Ooh.
I can keep staring at this, but I won't get any closer.
Can I help?
Something I can help you with?
Yes. Possibly. We saw so many Red Templars at the assault on Haven. Perhaps all that was left of the Order. What we didn't see was Lord Seeker Lucius. Indeed, I've seen no hint of any Seekers amongst the Red Templars, or anywhere. I have a growing suspicion Corypheus has imprisoned them.
Ooh, could they be dead?
Why imprisoned? He could just as easily have killed them.
Not easily. But yes, they may be dead. But the Seekers began this war against the mages. They cannot have simply vanished. There must be a trail we can follow, yet so far I have only discovered hints.
What if they're infected?
But they could have ended up just like the Red Templars.
Seekers do not use lyrium. I assume Corypheus gained control of the Templars by corrupting the lyrium they were already taking. To do the same to a Seeker, you'd have to force the lyrium upon him. That may be what happened, but it couldn't have begun that way. We're missing a piece of the puzzle, Inquisitor. I need to find it.
If the Chantry uses lyrium to keep the Templars under control, then why are the Templars able to rebel against the Chantry and Inquisition? Because they have other ways of getting lyrium. There's lyrium smuggling. But I have a theory that the only reason that the smuggling of lyrium is illegal, trading in lyrium is illegal and so tightly controlled by the Chantry, is because they use it to control the Templars. So the Chantry has to control the lyrium trade. But we know that in Origins and Dragon Age 2 as well, that they don't completely control the lyrium trade because there are lyrium smugglers. And there are ways of Templars outside the Templar Order to get lyrium from the lyrium smugglers. It's just very hard and it's not an easy life. So it's like, by keeping them hooked on lyrium, it means that they can't easily leave the Templar Order individually. But if the entire Templar Order as one rebels, it'll be a lot easier for them to sort of set up their own kind of illegal lyrium smuggling operation, as long as they find a lyrium smuggler who can get them lyrium. It's hard for them to do it individually. But yeah, they probably didn't envisage that the entire Order were going to rebel at once. Yeah. And then, of course, Corypheus starts giving them red lyrium. So, Anyway, yeah, this is important to you.
Finding them obviously means a lot to you.
I left the Order, but I can never abandon them. I cannot even claim that rescuing them would be beneficial. They wouldn't look kindly on the Inquisition. But even so, if there's a chance... If we can spare resources to follow up on these leads, Inquisitor, I would appreciate it.
Okay, I like Cassandra. Have Colin, Liliana, or Josephine investigate the disappearance of the Seekers. Okay! I think some of our war table operations must have finished by now. At least one of them was only half an hour, I think. Oh, we've got another Inquisition perk. Oh, what do we want? What do we want? Well, let's see what we've got. Should we get some of the knowledge ones? History knowledge and even tailoring. Yeah, let's get history knowledge, because when you get the knowledgey ones...
Really? You did not notice? I had no idea Lady Beverly was one of your people. You might have told me before I embarrassed myself.
I love the little conversations they have. What was I saying? Yes, you get extra dialogue options if you pick the knowledge ones. So, yeah. simpler than I would have hoped. The Imperial Counting House clocks were so shocked to have been discovered and so fearful of being found out they all but swore their loyalty to the Inquisition on the spot. My agents say they are behaving themselves so far. Indeed, they sent gifts for you to prove their good faith. We will watch them closely nevertheless. In the meantime, any efforts we make to gather coin in Skyhold will undoubtedly benefit from their placement. Yay! Tunnels are complete, so our agents can get in and out. Marvellous. And we have our first group of recruits. I will continue to search for more. Now the tricky part, training. Marvellous. So, what am I trying to do? I want... Yeah, locate missing seekers. That's what I want. The attack on Haven showed that Corypheus has corrupted and controlled the Templar Order. It should have been impossible under the watch of her fellow Seekers, but they, and particularly Lord Seeker Lucius, are nowhere to be found. Have they vanished? Or, as Cassandra believes, was something done to them? With effort, the truth may come to light. I made up a whole backstory about my Canon Inquisitor. This is one of the things I love about BioWare games. Is the way it's almost like the games were built specifically with fanfiction writers in mind, because they have the most unique ability to spark your imagination, and they do it by giving you just enough information to give you like an idea, but leaving you with enough like ambiguity. I nearly said ambivalence there, that would have been the wrong word. Ambiguity for you to fill in the gaps yourself. And they have like this really unique way of just one little sentence just kind of can spark a whole story. But they're really good at not boxing you in too much. So like you can tell a lot of different stories within the Dragon Age games, even if you don't stray from the games themselves. I mean, obviously within the Dragon Age world you can tell a huge amount of stories. But I mean, even just like, if you just tell stories about the Warden, Hawk and the Inquisitor, you can tell a lot of very varied, very different stories. And a lot of like my whole canon protagonists' backstories have come from like tiny little sentences here and there. So there was one, when you're talking to Cassandra, you can ask her about her seeker abilities, right? So my canon Inquisitor is a mage, and when you're asking Cassandra about seeker abilities, she says that she can use her powers to set the lyrium within the blood of a mage aflame. Right? Now if you're playing as a mage character, that's got to be terrifying to think that she could do that to you. And then she says that some Seekers can use their abilities to kill, but she's never kind of known anybody who could do that. And this sparked like a whole storyline in my head that like my canon Inquisitor, who is a Trevelyan mage, so she was like in the circle, at one point encountered a Seeker, and that Seeker did like terrible things to mages, and therefore she's terrified of Seekers. And when she first meets Cassandra, she's absolutely terrified of Cassandra, and like slowly Cassandra kind of picks out the story of how there was this awful Seeker who did terrible things to mages and stuff like this whole storyline. And he is now the main villain in the Ostrich fanfiction that I'm writing, this Seeker. Right? And he's eventually gonna like do really, really awful things to the mages. And all of that came from like one little sentence that Cassandra said. And I've had a lot of like huge kind of storylines in my, you know, headcanon and stuff like that have come about from like one sentence that was uttered by someone at one point that's just like sparked a whole thing. Anyway, just thought I'd share that with you. Yes, so the Seekers may have secret hideaways, according to Cassandra. These would be the first places agents should search. Or Josephine, someone must have seen these Seekers. We'll give them safe harbour, entice them with a reward, and leads will follow. Well, we don't want people to know that we're looking for them, do we? I think it's better if we go with Liliana on that one.
Inquisitor.
Sorry, I'm just reading the chat. Other intellectual properties are so much more rigid on canon and lore. So much drama and gatekeeping among fans. On the BioWare fanfic writers, by contrast, we're like, do it that way, cool, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I wrote the entire Kalisa Mass Effect fanfiction that I did based on just those little video clips that you have of her in it's Mass Effect 2, isn't it? Is it Mass Effect 2 where you have the video clips of her? I think it is, isn't it? It's the when you're in the Shadow Broker thing. Although I'm really annoyed with myself because the clip where she's kissing the Asari is Tivos, and I never noticed that at the time, and the Asari that I have her kissing is just like a random Asari. It really bothers me now because I could have had her snogging Tivos. I could have like worked that into the story, but I didn't. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like, a lot of my whole Inquisitor's backstory comes from little sentences that you get. So, like, there's one point where the, there's one of the mages that you can talk to at Haven who also came from the Ostwick Circle and says, that the first enchanter... No, it's Vivian. Because that mage at the, at Redcliffe says that the first enchanter was a man, and then that's kind of contradicted by Vivian, because if you're a circle mage and you go and talk to Vivian, Vivian says that she was good friends with the first enchanter, Lydia, and then says that Lydia was killed by one of her own students. Right? And then I created Lydia. Lydia is one of the characters in my fanfiction. Because you can reply and say that Lydia was like a mother to you and she was your mentor, which is exactly what I've done. In the fanfiction, Lydia is my Inquisitor's mentor and is like a mother to her. And she is going to get killed by one of her own students. Spoiler. But, yeah. I literally created Lydia from that tiny little conversation. And the whole relationship between Lydia and the Inquisitor, just from that conversation. Yeah. Yeah, they are really good at that, and they're really good at, like, not holding on to their own lore too much, and just kind of, you know, letting you as a player breathe your own life into the story and create your own story within the game. Create your own version of the world, you know. They're very good at that. Or BioWare. That's one of the things I really hope that they keep in Veilguard. Because I feel like they're saying a lot of the right things, and they seem to be doing a lot of the right things from the little bits that we've seen. But that's the thing that I think is the most important thing about BioWare games, is that sort of way that they have to let you tell your own story within a story kind of thing. Yeah, what should we do? Should we gain Orzamar's friendship? We've received a message from Orzamar, knowing an ancient darkspawn threatens Thedas. King Balin officially declared his support for the Inquisition. We'll let Josephine deal with that then. Send a delegation. And then we need something for Colin to do, don't we? We don't know that Kalisa wasn't also snogging Tivos. That would mean that my Kalisa snogs a lot of Asari. Acquire the Arcanist. Oh, is this Dagna? Skyhold has incredible potential for runecrafting and mastercraft smithing. Yeah, let's get Dagna. Let's do that. The Arcanist has been secured despite great cost and the concern of more than a few traditional-minded mages. She awaits a meeting with the Inquisitor in the Undercroft. Yay! That one was completed immediately, which means I can put Cullen on something else. Kadash, a friend of a friend, says the Inquisition wants to know who's buying lyrium. Well, it's your lucky day. Duster, we just got a deal set up on Storm Coast to make a trade. Ooh. Put soldiers in place to ambush the buyers. Now, this is my personal set of quests, isn't it? This is because I'm a Carter Dwarf. I don't know what the storyline is for these ones, but I know that for both the Trevelyan one and the Dalish Elf one, it's a very, very, very long set of quests, and you have to be very careful about what options you choose. Platinum Agent. Or Warner Noble. Just go with Cullen and see what happens. Alright. Might regret it though. It's like with the Dalish one, you can literally get your entire clan wiped out if you're not careful. Yeah. Right. So, should we go and talk to what's her name then? We're not getting a lot done in this live stream, but that's alright. Inquisition's that kind of a game, I think. You can spend a lot of time just, you know, wandering about doing note in Inquisition in quite a rewarding sort of way.
Inquisitor?
The Arcanist has arrived?
You should see for yourself.
Oh, she's got a dismembered head. I love a dismembered head. Always trust somebody who has a dismembered head. Sounds not a real head, you know.
Hello there.
Hi! I wish she was a romance option.
Well, don't just stand there slack-jawed. Let's figure out what you need.
Hi!
You're the magical advisor?
You're her. The Inquisitor. I'm Dagna. Arcanist Dagna. It's an honor, your worship. Is that it? The hand anchor mark? It's pretty. The breach was pretty, too. In a destroy-everything sort of way.
Okay. Welcome to the Inquisition.
I welcome you to the Inquisition and look forward to your contribution.
Me too. I've heard some impossible things. I love impossible things. Those are the best to make, well, possible. I've looked at Herod's devices. Precision is fantastic, but typical. Mundane. Old thinking. No disrespect meant to the classical trades, but you need a new perspective. I've made adjustments. As long as I keep making them, you can craft just about anything. Almost safely.
Almost safely. Okay, where did you study magic?
Where does a dwarf go to study magical theory?
Get out. I asked myself that question for years. Turns out, not in Orsmar. I had to start at the circle. I had help, though. A Grey Warden, and I am forever grateful. With that sanction, I visited a half-dozen circles. Wonders I've seen. And with an objective eye, I can spot where they overlap. That's a surprise for every teacher. It's a grand tradition, and it works so well with new thinking.
Okay. What are your skills?
What is it you do, exactly?
I was born with a forge. That's literal in this mythcast. So the hammer and tong, that's like a heartbeat. But you've a man for that already, and a good one. I'm here because of my passion for magic. Magical study, magical theory, magical enchantment, and through it, the manipulation of masterworks. I studied it all with an objective eye. No secrets, no fears. That lets me apply principles like no other. Maybe one other, but I don't have that wonky of a mind, so I still kind of win.
Okay. Yeah, tell me about enchanting.
What's the story with enchanting?
Lyrium is the heart. In certain rational patterns, it beats like something alive. That's how I see it. So, a mage can make your weapons do things, but with the right runes, the right rarities, your toys become wonders. It's the one thing mages can't do. It drives them mad. Literally. Dwarves are resistant, so it doesn't affect us. Mostly.
And you can make masterworks.
You have the ability to make exceptional weapons and armor. Masterworks.
There's an art to the forge, as well as enchanting. You need an ear for it. And hands. Eyes, too. Nothing bad to say about Herod on that front. He's wonderful. But there's this little more needed. With the right bits, an edge can be more than an edge. Armor can do more than protect. A hue can be just a bit brighter. In short, smithing can be more. In short.
Okay.
Another time, Dagna.
That cut us off with some of the
Bring me what
conversation
you want
options.
made, and I'll make sure it goes just right.
Okay, but I have more to ask
Ready
you.
for anything, Inquisitor?
Yeah, you noticed the anchor.
You seemed impressed by the anchor. What does it look like to you?
I heard what everyone says what you heard Corypheus say. It's a long chain of who said once. It says key. But keys do a lot of things. Open, lock, switch. Some open one thing, some open everything. It sounds like Caribbeans made it to open. But it looks like you can use it to close. It may be that simple. It sure is pretty. Wish I could see through it.
Yeah. Well, we can come back and talk to her later.
I'll see you later, Dinah.
I can't wait.
I love Dagna. Also, she's shorter than me. Look, she's shorter than me. I'm definitely taller than Dagna. Oh, dear. Oh, right. What do we feel like doing? What do we feel like doing? I don't know. Should we talk to Varric?
Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
Yeah, what is he?
You said he was a Darkspawn or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry tale.
You beat him before.
If you and Hawk defeated him once, we can do it again.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that when you're doing the Corypheus DLC, you find codex entries that literally state that. It literally says that they imprisoned him because they couldn't kill him because he just jumped to a Grey Warden in the same way that an Archdemon does. I'm pretty sure that that's, like, stated, because I remember when I played Inquisition for the first time and we got to these kind of conversations, I was sitting there thinking, well, yeah, but we already knew that. Like, we already knew that he couldn't be killed. Anyway, yeah, how did you find the prison?
How did you and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. They were Carta at first, which is making me nervous. You think he's got another clan in his pocket we don't know about? We tracked the Carta to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawk's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
Yeah, we'll find a way to kill him.
There has to be a way to defeat Corypheus. We'll find it, don't worry.
I hope you're right. Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
This isn't your fault.
You had nothing to do with this, Varric.
I was the one who led Hawk to Corypheus. If I hadn't tracked the Carta to that ruin. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
Okay. We've got more things to read. One of our finishers, Garin, fell from the scaffold and landed on a paving stone. He had breath for an hour, but his eyes were still. He died, and the Chantry sisters wrapped him. What should we do? Have them commit his body with those we lost at Haven. I will record his sacrifice for the Inquisition, move his fellow workers to another site and allow time off with pay if they request. Ensure that all workers do their jobs safely. We are in a war, not a race. Rushing does no good if we harm ourselves. We are all the Inquisition. Lady Montelier. Isn't Josephine just a really good person? Isn't she just lovely? I love Josie so much. I feel very sorry for her in the Trespasser DLC because I think we treat her abominably in the Trespasser DLC, and I feel like such an arsehole. And I'm like 100% on her side when she's like really annoyed with everybody and she just starts screaming at us. And I'm sort of like, yeah, I'm with you, Josie. I think the Inquisitor's acting like a complete tit as well. Paint, plaster, tile, plaster, stone. Previous occupants have redressed over and over. Most are solid. Some would strip down to the stone. Some I would strip down to the stone even. The strength of this place is the foundation. Are we here for the long term, or is the Inquisition temporary? Do it right. The Inquisition is only temporary if we fail, and we're not failing the Inquisitor. Oh my god, I inspire such loyalty, don't I? Hello, Vivian. Do you have like a proper conversation to have with me?
Yes.
No. You're also not very happy with me, are you? I want to help the Circle, Vivian.
Is there anything I can do to help your efforts at restoring the Circle?
After the circles fell, their libraries were plundered by scavengers. 1,000 years of recorded knowledge in the hands of bandits. It makes me sick to think of it. I've received news that some tomes have been located, if you are interested in righting this wrong.
Sure. Oops.
I don't have time to deal with
that. Was the wrong thing.
Pity.
Can I talk to you about it again? Because the thing is, every time you...
Is there anything I can do to help your efforts at restoring the Circle?
After the circles fell,
Yeah.
their libraries were plundered by scavengers.
Every time you recover one of those books, you get approval from her, you see. So it's a good way to get your approval up with her, even when you're maybe not kind of going down the path that she wants you to go down. Yeah, sure, I'll find them.
I'll look into it for you.
If you can take care of this matter, the Circle would be in your debt.
I mean, it's an odd thing for me to do, since I'm not exactly a pro-Circle Inquisitor, but I think I'm trying to be quite an open-minded Inquisitor. You know, I'm sort of trying to see things from all angles. I'm trying to be that kind of Inquisitor. I want to get past her so I can get out on the balcony. Are you going to let me out on the balcony, Vivian? There we go. Yay, I'm on Vivian's balcony. Oh, isn't Skyhole looking pretty? Should we jump over the side? Whee! Oh dear. Look how grand the hall looks, though. That looks amazing with my Canary throne at the end. That's fabulous. Yeah. Right, we really need to actually do something, don't we? I just don't know what. Spend a lot of time in Inquisition doing this. Like, I should do something, but I just don't know. I just want to kind of wander around and talk to everybody. Read letters and things. Yeah. Let's go and have a look at our map, because we've got areas we haven't unlocked yet that we can. Why is the stuff that the Orlesians wear so bloody ugly? Do you know what? They talk about the Orlesians being these kind of like fashionable, amazing people who wear these beautiful masks and amazing hats and things like that. And then you actually see them in Inquisition and all the stuff they wear is just so ugly. Like, just look at it. Like, how man? Could have made them so beautiful and instead you made them ugly. Honestly. Anyway. See if Josephine has a proper chat she wants to have with us. Hello! Oh yes, we've got a proper cutscene chat.
And what else did Lady Forsythia say? That she'd rather drown herself than help the Inquisition. Anything else? She said she'd have us flogged alive if we allied with her brother. That does sound like her. Cheer up, Josie. We at least have her attention. You always do find the brighter side of things. We are in the midst of cementing an alliance with Lady Forsythia of Nevada, Your Worship. It's become a somewhat delicate task.
Yeah, sort of dangerous one.
Should I post more guards outside your room?
That should be unnecessary, Inquisitor. I dissuaded her from sending soldiers when she learned we'd struck an accord with a brother she's feuding with. Lady Forsythia simply employs a colorful manner of speech.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't wear on you.
Dealing with so many demanding, strong-willed people can't be easy.
It's no less intense than my days at court, Inquisitor, I assure you. But I confess I do miss my staff from the Embassy Nativa. It was always useful to discuss the day's visitors with them.
Yeah, discuss them with me, Josie. We'll have a nice girly chat.
I have time, if you'd like to review things with me.
I wouldn't wish to impose.
If it were imposing, I wouldn't have offered.
Well, I admit, there are a few potential alliances it would be good to discuss. Right on the parlor floor, in front of everyone at the soiree. Who does such a thing in front of their guests?
The Duke of Kellington, apparently.
And then there's Cole's lurking. It frightens our guests half to death. Lord Gennard still won't respond to our letters. And Sarah, can she not find a single overshirt without mustard stains on it? Then there's Dorian. The man refuses to take anything seriously unless it suits his whim. Not to mention... Oh goodness. Have we been here an hour already?
We'll never find out what the Duke of Kellington did on the parlour floor in front of all of his guests, will we? There's a fan fiction that needs to be written. I need to know what the Duke of Kellington did on the parlour floor in front of all of his guests. Yeah, I didn't think about it.
It went by so quickly, I didn't even notice.
You're far too polite. I didn't intend to go on for so long. You must think me quite the gossip.
I think you're delightful. You needed a break. I think you're invaluable. Just a bit long-winded. You needed a break, Josephine.
You've been working continually since I met you, Josephine.
And that can't stop. I must be going. But I leave feeling less troubled than I have in weeks.
Got drunk and started helicoptering. Oh, God. Now that's a party. See ya, me. Right. Okay, we absolutely must do something. Yes. That Templar banner never leaves there. There's just a random Templar banner just there forever. Doesn't matter what decoration you pick for the for Skyhold. There's always just a Templar banner there, and I think it's so weird. Like, why? Why is there just a Templar banner for no reason? Very strange. Anyway. Right, let's go and have a little peek at the water table. See what areas we've got to go out. Oh. Boop. Right. Have a little peek at Ferelden. So we've got the.
I've arranged an accord between the Marquis and the Dowager. Wonder of wonders. Perhaps they can be useful to us after all.
Yes, that's the Fallowmire, isn't it? We've done the Hinterlands. That's Crestwood that we've done. That's the Storm Coast. Well, that's the Frostback Basin, but that's the DLC, isn't it? Yeah, that's the DLC. So we're not doing that. That's also the DLC, which we don't want to do. I don't really want to do the Fallowmire just yet. It's a bit boring. And then we've got these three, which are all the Orlesian-y ones. Or we can head out here. I maybe don't want to do that one just yet. Or we could do the Shards. Or we could do the Western Approach. The Western Approach is a bit main questy. Although I suppose we could do the
The order was sent?
This morning.
What am I talking about? We could do the, yes, the Grey Warden part of the main quest, couldn't we? And then have a little break and do, like, just some general stuff. And do, like, the Orlesian-y stuff down here before we do Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts. What's the, level for that? Oh, level 12 to 15. And then what's the level for that? Don't even have one. Interesting. Let's do the Western Approach then. And we'll have a little peek at the Western Approach, because we'll probably only go for maybe another hour. But we'll have a little peek at the Western Approach and get ourselves acquainted with it. Commander Cullen, our scouts confirmed the Inquisitor's report. A large force of Grey Wardens has moved into the Western Approach. We need to establish a foothold out there immediately. Absolutely, we'll do that. Yes, let's venture full. Oh, I haven't sorted my inventory out. Oh. Let's venture forth. We'll just have a little scout around. And then we'll come back. And then at the start of next live stream, we'll sort of do it properly. That's what we'll do. Who should we take with us Let's take Vivienne, because I always take Vivienne. Let's take Iron Bull, because he's awesome. Let's take Cassandra, because I need Cassandra all the time. I need her. She's just always in my party.
Visitor, welcome to the Western Approach. We've sighted Warden activity to the southwest, but no one's been close enough to figure out what they're doing. Between the sandstorms and the vicious wildlife, we haven't made it far out here. One of my men got too close to a poison hot spring and gave me a slightly delirious report of a high dragon flying overhead. In short, this might just be the worst place in the entire world. Be careful out there.
Okay. Thanks for the warning.
Well, it's good to know what I'm in for.
Sorry I don't have more for you. We intercepted a Venatori messenger and, persuaded him to give up the orders he was carrying. We have them here. This entire place. It just feels like something's not right. Be careful.
Okay, why am I in my Skyhold clothes? That's not what my armor looks like, is it? Is that what my armor looks like? I'm not wearing armor. Why am I not wearing armor? Put your armor on, woman. What's the matter with you? Jesus Christ, there we go. Oh, me and Vivian sort of match a little bit. Oh, that's kind of sweet. Right, yes, the Western Approach. I quite like the Western Approach. I think it's quite pretty.
Inquisitor, I've something for you.
What? What have you got for me?
Inquisitor, I've something for you.
Yeah, you said that.
What is it?
Could prove useful, sir.
More requisition. I hate the requisitions. They just clog up your quest log, don't they? Make it look untidy. Ooh, somebody was eating what looks like a very nice plum pie. That looks like plums in there, doesn't it? Some kind of fruit. And then I just literally stepped on it. Sorry. Let's just swiftly leave. We stepped on Harding's plum pie. Which way are we going? Are we going this way? Ooh, there's things for us to loot. That's usually a good sign. Yeah. Oh, I can hear things. Oh, I like a desert. I do like a good desert in a video game. I always enjoy desert levels. I don't know why. Because like in real life, I don't think I would like a desert very much. I don't enjoy heat. But, you know. Yeah, there's an curriculum. Yeah, sure, whatever. Oh, we've also got level ups. Hang on. Auto level up you. And auto level up you. And ooh, I can auto level up me as well. Yay! What am I now? I'm level 12. Wow, I'm a big girl these days. Well, I'm not. I'm quite a short girl, actually. Metaphorically speaking, I'm a big girl. Let's look through the magical skull. See what we can see. Well, I can see one. And I can see a rift. Marvellous. I can see two. Oh, I can see three. Yay. Right. Climb this ladder then, since it's here. You see a ladder, always climb it. Grabbed a gin and a couple of onion barges. Wow, you are living the life, you Welsh friend. I need a mage. Vivian, I need a mage. You were looking right up Iron Bull's skirt there. I saw you, Vivian. Can't tell me that Vivian isn't into horns. No, that's the wrong thing. There we go. Well done, Viv, my darling. That was very impressive. That was very sexy the way you did that. That was very nice. I like that. Right. So, along here. And collect the shard. And some lazurite. Because Why not? And remember that you are not invincible here, so don't go flinging yourselves off things because you will die. It's not like in Skyhold where you're invincible. Yeah. I like the idea that there's some sort of magic in Skyhold that just makes you invincible, so you can just like jump off things and it's absolutely fine. I enjoy that as an idea. Climb down, climb down, climb down, climb down. Go on, climb down. Climb there. Whee! There's Viv. Oh, he landed right on top of her there. Dear me. There's a dead person. Well. Right. Should go and take care of that rift. It's making the desert look untidy. You know, we want the place to look nice and neat, don't we? Drop a quick save. Here. Take care of this. Oh, I seem to be a little bit on fire. That's unfortunate. Also, I realised that I have come to the desert while equipped in armour that is, like, entirely dedicated to protecting me from the cold. Like, this is very, like, fur-lined, insulated, well-padded armour that I've got on here. I am, like, very prepared for winter in the middle of the desert. Probably wasn't the best idea I've ever had. But yeah, anyway. It looks all pretty again. Doesn't have a big ugly green thing messing it all up. Right. I think there's a shard up here. Vivian, I need your magical powers again, please, love. Come on. Go. That's my girl. Right.
How many keys does this stupid temple have, anyway?
We haven't found the temple yet. That's spoilers. You weren't supposed to know about the temple, Bull. Jesus. Honestly. You just ruined it. You just let everybody know that, you know, they're for a temple. We don't even know that yet. Just kill these guys. Since, you know, we're here. Am I following the footy league? No. No, in fact I could not name you a single footballer. Not a one who is like currently a footballer. I know a few retired footballers who have sort of become celebrities just generally. But no, I'm not a football person. Yeah, no. So no, I'm not following the Euros. I am aware that they are on. Package label property of Frederick of that place, University of Orlais.
I guess someone out in the desert is missing a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Somebody's been nicking somebody's research supplies. The gates of Toth.
No good. We'll have to find another way.
Well. Why not just get Bull to, like, you know, break the door down or something? I feel like he probably could. Scrolled radar note. Caravan of refugees drove off road so we could collect out of view of Imperial soldiers. Half died, but you can pick up the wounded. Marvellous. Yeah, so... I suppose... we head over in that direction. Bad enough that the Olympics are this year as well. Are they? See, I just don't follow anything at all. I sort of half follow tennis. Like, Wimbledon's on pretty soon, isn't it? That starts in July sometime. Pretty sure it's first week in July. In fact, you know what? I'm going to check. I'm going to check when Wimbledon's on. Is there more things attacking us? I think there's more things attacking us. Can you, like, just deal with whatever's attacking us? Because I'm, like, Googling when Wimbledon is. Wimbledon 2024. Oh my god, is it on? This says 24th of June to July 14th. Is it actually the first week of Wimbledon and I just haven't even friggin' noticed? I'm gonna be furious with myself if I've been missing Wimbledon. Yeah, I've actually been missing Wimbledon. Oh well, clearly I don't care about it that much after all, do I? Yeah. Yeah, you two just, 3 even, just deal with that. I'm just Googling. So it started on Monday and I didn't notice. That's very weird of me. But to be fair, I wasn't that bothered about it this year, actually. I was just sort of a bit like, I don't know. I feel like all the interesting people have retired now, haven't they? Oh well. Can't believe I missed the first week of Wimbledon. I was sure it was the first week of July that it started. I was sure. Anyway. Because I usually get just completely swept up in Wimbledon fever. I just kind of like, and I know all the top stories and you know who the sort of, you know, surprises are and which big names get knocked out early on and things like that. I just don't know. I usually follow it really closely. This, yeah, I didn't even realise it was on. I can shoot some of these people from here. Hello! Oh, they both disappeared. Are they going to reappear up here? What were they going to do? Or are they going to reappear down there and be rubbish? No idea, they've just vanished. Hopefully, you know, if we go down there and they might just turn up somehow. Probably survived that jump. Yeah. Well, there they are. I've already forgotten that we exist. Hi! Oh, there's one! Ooh, there's some spiders. Gotta love desert spiders. Ooh, that was a bit painful. I nearly died then. Suspiciously chanting over here. Those look like the kind of people who would suspiciously chant, don't they? That's definitely suspicious chanting. Should we sneak up on the suspiciously chanting people? Hi! Oh, you know what we should use? We should use my jar of bees. Let's use my jar of bees. There we go. Let's chuck a jar of bees in. There we go. I think that actually hurt Iron Bull more than anybody else. I'll let you take a little health poultice.
Say goodnight.
There we go. Let's see if we can get rid of that barrier. choose the right type of
Did they
tower,
honestly
don't you?
think
There
that
we
would
go.
keep us out?
Oh, there we go. A bit of a thing over there. There we go. Venatori Spellbinder. Well, he didn't last very long, did he? Is that it? Apparently. The Still Ruins. Preserved letter found in the body of a messenger. Belored, you were right to doubt. Halidius. Yes, that person. Will not be swayed. If this letter was sent, then it is sealed. Send aid. Marvellous. If you pick up that letter that says read on the barrel, what barrel? Is there a barrel with a letter on? There's a mosaic piece there. Love me a mosaic piece. Some death root, which looks remarkably different from the death root in Origins, but let's not question it. Aha! Manifest. Second shipment of artifacts for Griffin Wing Keep. 3 staves, properties unknown. 1 vessel for bloodletting. 6 damaged tomes of varying degrees of legibility. Remains of Illyrium sensor. Delivered to the keep at once. Service will see the more functional items passed on to Calpurnia. That definitely doesn't sound like anything to do with blood magic whatsoever, does it? Absolutely not. Definitely nothing suspicious going on there. Yeah. Get me some more death root. And see what's going on inside the Still Ruins, shall we? If we can. Yes, we can. Marvellous. Oh yes, it's this cool quest. Oh, I forgot about this. They're all frozen in time. It's like that really cool episode of Star Trek Next Generation with the Romulans, where the Romulans and the Enterprise are like frozen in time, and it's like my favourite episode of Star Trek Next Gen ever. It's amazing. Yeah, look how cool this is. Look at them. This is amazing. And also there's people wandering around. Well, I say people. Are you people? I think you're people. You might be people. I'm going to shoot you. Yeah.
The warrior!
Right. Of course, they don't stay frozen in time, do they? I can't quite 100% remember what happens here, but I don't think they stay frozen in time. Venatori orders a short letter accompanied by a map of the western approach. Several areas have been circled. Lucanus references are obscure, but they point to a single power sealed at the height of the Old Empire. Tevinter's involvement in the region predates the First Blight. Detailed accounts of the location are non-existent. There are some promising leads. You will be provided with men and supplies. Do not return empty-handed. Marvellous. Right, so... Oh, it's very sexy! Hello!
Everything's frozen. I don't think this was the Venatori.
The power required for such a spell would be immense.
Time-altering magic. Let's hope this proves less trying than Redcliffe.
Okay. How cool is this? It's so cool. See? It's really nice. Might take more than an hour. It Right. This is just a little side quest as far as I recall. This isn't like part of the actual main Western approach thing, I don't think. Maybe? I can't quite remember. See if I can open this. Hall of Silence. Very exciting. Ooh, we've got a Tevinter banner. We could decorate Skyhold in Tevinter colours if we wanted. I mean, I feel like that would be a tremendously bad idea and would definitely give people the wrong impression about us. But, you know, we could just do it for fun and giggles. You know what? They make such a big deal about, you know, image and, you know, we need to, you know, show the right image to everybody, blah, 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 blah. I think it would be cool if how you choose to decorate Skyhold actually does affect things like, you know, who wants to be allies with you and stuff like that. And can you imagine if you invite a whole load of Orlesian nobles to court and they walk in and the entire place is decorated in Tevinter colours? Like, at that point they would be like, yeah, fuck off. They'd probably just turn around and leave. Right. Responsible blood magic. Let me correct you, apprentice. While it is true that blood magic is woven through the history of Tevinter, there are good reasons, quite aside from the Chantry's sermons, that such odds are now frowned upon. Consider the ancient magisters who once attempted to map the Fade itself, a worthy goal, perhaps, but a costly one. When their spells exhausted their lyrium supply, the magisters spilled the blood of countless slaves to what end? The shifting nature of the Fade made the effort futile, and so much death left the magisters open to possession by demons. Wasteful! Some still idolise Terina of the Rock, who used blood magic against the Canary during the Steel Age. They say she cut her flesh on the shore of Marnus Pell as the dreadnought sailed in, turned her spells against their crews and boiled the very blood in their veins. Terrifying display, to be sure, but against Canary it only made them more determined when they besieged the ports of Carastes? Yeah, sure. And what of Magister? That person, that fool who believed he could make himself the Ascended Man. With blood magic, 33 slaves died in that rite, and he became an abomination so horrific that his apprentices tore out their eyes at the sight of him. You quote the example of the lovers Crescients and yes. Offered his own blood to cure her of her wasting disease, and he lived a long life. But if the noblest use of blood magic still calls for the death of a good man, is that enough reason to reconsider? Marvellous. Yeah, blood magic, kind of bad, you know. I don't care, like all the people who just go, oh, it's not the magic itself, it's how you use it, and if you use it for good, it's fine. It's like, no, love. You have to make deals with demons and literally spill blood. Like, no. It's not a good thing. Wouldn't Orlesians be more offended at Ferelden decor? Possibly. The Fereldans would definitely be offended at Orlesian decor. I find Ferelden culture very fascinating, actually. It's more fascinating than you think it is just from playing the games. Like, I've got the Worlds of Thedas books, so there's 2 volumes that give you all, like, the backstory and stuff, and there's a whole section about the culture of Ferelden, and it's really quite interesting. It's more than, like, what I picked up on just from reading, just from playing the games. Right. See if we can find out what happened in this place, shall we?
The texts describe a chamber. This must be it.
Okay. The texts describe the chamber. Hello, people. Do you need killing? Hi. Hi. Hello. Yes. Marvellous. If I can get them into a bit of a group, I might be able to use my thingy ability. Oh, that's not really going to capture enough of them, is it? Ooh, maybe there, maybe there, maybe there, maybe there. Yeah, use my thingy ability there. There we go. That did a bit of good, didn't it? Unfortunately, it comes back really slowly. I think I may have wasted that actually, because I think that's a much harder fight nearer the end. I'm sure you unfreeze everybody. I'm sure that's a thing.
It was carrying this stone for a reason. Keep searching. There may be more.
This quest might be longer than I remember. I'm not sure. I'm sure this is just a little one. I'm sure it is. Ooh. There's a keystone. There's another keystone.
There, that's some good armor.
Are you referring to me?
Some high-ranking women wear ornamental crap with tits hammered into it. One good shot, and all that cleavage gets knocked right into the sternum. Real messy. Good on you for going practical.
I aim to please.
Leave something to the imagination, too.
Meanwhile, here's Iron Bull with his tits out on show. Like, hypocrite love, that's what you are. He's praising her for going practical and covering up. He's just got his entire chest out. Like, how? He's showing more skin than anybody else on the old flippin' pie. I need 2 more things, don't I? I think I do.
Still need something.
Yeah. I think I need
We're
2
missing
more.
something here.
Let me see if I can fight them. Luckily they whisper. So I should be able to fight them. Is that whispering I can hear? I'm not sure. I think I'm staying quiet because I'm listening for whispers. Oh, I think I can hear whispers. I can hear whispers. Oops. 1 more I need. Scroll notes accompany several complex diagrams. Theoretically, it should be possible to draw energy from the Fade itself. While I will not discount the obvious dangers, such risks can be circumvented through use of a proper channel. Once the channel is stable, we should be able to manipulate the energy to our will. The power gained would be beyond measure. At this time, theory will take us no further. If my hypothesis proves true, it will be an achievement unrivaled by any in history that will all but ensure the immortality of the Imperium. Or not, as, you know, is apparent. Would you like to energize the thing, love? With your energizy powers. It's very sexy the way you did that, Vivian. Very sexy. And now we just kind of have a little wander around and see if we can find any room things, and also read this book, because why not? That book disappeared when we read it. Okay. Let's see if we can uncover any rooms. If there's Veilfire, there's usually rooms, right? That's usually a thing. But where would they be? Where would we find them? They must be in the room, surely. I would have thought. Maybe not. thing is, it's a bit too bright out here. You wouldn't be able to see it anyway, would you? Oh, unless it's in the other room over there. Well, that's where the other keystone is. What are you writing in here? Doesn't look like it, does it? Well, we'll maybe think about that later. Yeah, we'll just pick up that. Read this. Read it! A series of disturbing diagrams followed by a personal note. Sarpedon would cast doubt on our work here. I expect no less. He's Baloran's man. If he thinks to deter me, he will not succeed. Who accomplished anything through such fretting and hesitance? Let him be yes, by his pointless precautions. If he wishes to question the validity of my theories, perhaps he should look more closely at his own. Marvellous. Need to lubricate my throat. As you do. With water, not with anything else. And we'll take... Oh, that's the railfire. I don't want the railfire. Read this other thing over here. A few hastily written notes are scrawled below, increasingly perplexing diagrams. Blood to start, then from the channel itself, the slave trader had 6 strong enough for the task. Preparations are in place. Sarpedon will call on one final meeting. I must speak to the others in advance. Well, well, well. So, they were doing weird blood magic-y stuff which led to things happening. I need to go and open up the chamber. See what lies beyond. Ooh.
The staff. Is this what they were after? It may be bound to whatever magic was used here.
Oh, look at all the floaty blood. Ew. Yeah, this is definitely blood magic, innit? We just need to loot all their stuff first. Yeah, floaty blood. Oh, if we walk through that, we're gonna get blood on our face. Ew. Ew. Oh, that's where the veil fire thing is. Hang on a minute. I know this is very dramatic and exciting and everything, but I need to go and get the veil fire. Because I found where the thing is that we need to uncover with the veil fire. I forgot that you could see them, kind of, without the veil fire. Where's it gone? It disappeared. Sometimes they disappear, don't they? Oh, I have to go back into the other place and get the bloody thing. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Oh, if you walk her like that, she does the most delightful bum wiggle. Isn't that lovely? What did you miss, Fred? You missed a good little rant about Iron Bull's tits. That's what you missed.
It may prove useful.
Yeah. I had a great rant about Iron Bull's tits, didn't I? And you missed it, Fred, honestly. Always step out with the worst moments. That's lovely. Oh, it's not so good when she's going upstairs. Do it like that. Yeah, that's lovely. I enjoy that. Right, let's just do the thing. Examine. Oh, we've got a schematic. Right. We'll just read this letter. The journal lies open on its final entry. Elidas ignored all results that do not support his own hypothesis, brushing them off as abnormalities and expected deviations. He posits, yeah, that there will be an acceleration in the channel's creation and will no doubt test the theory without guaranteeing a secure channel can even be maintained. I have argued the inherent risks, the catastrophic tear in the veil that will result from such foolishness, but he has the others convinced. He grants only a sneering permission to conduct countermeasures in the event of failure. If I am correct, the only course of action will be to redirect the resulting power into sealing the event itself. The odds of survival are less than ideal, but the surrounding lands will be preserved. Sorry, Welsh friends making me laugh. Right, shall we take the staff then? Does that sound like a good idea? Does that sound like the best idea I've ever had? Am I definitely not going to regret the decision of taking the staff? Let's take the staff. Yeah, take the staff. Ooh! Explodey, explodey.
Time's flowing again.
The time never stopped flowing for us. Like, we could have just left. It would have been fine. We could have just walked out of here. And, you know, that would have been fine and dandy. We really didn't have to do that. Like, we could have just left everything as it was. Now we've got to kill all the demons. Jesus, man. Yeah, they're all alive again. Oh, to be fair, a lot of them just died on the spot. But yeah, there's demons and stuff. I mean, we could have turned it into a tourist attraction. We could have made a lot of money to let people come and see the Frozen in Time Temple. That would have been amazing. We could have turned it into like an Inquisition sort of theme park type thing, you know? Come and see all the frozen demons. We could have made a lot of money for the Inquisition from that, but no. We had to go and take the stuff, didn't we? Jesus. Bunch of prats we are. Yeah. So, look in here. Very quiet. Very quiet.
Hurry, before this gets worse.
A bit late for that now, darling.
Yeah, exactly. Well said, Vivian. Should have just left the stuff alone. Can't just leave things alone, can you, Theodora? No. Of the combat really takes a lot of the drama out of this, doesn't it? It's much more dramatic when there was nobody to fight. Can I close it? There we go.
Done.
Someone would have freed the demons eventually. At least we were here to stop them.
Yeah, I still say we should have turned it into a theme park. I think that would have been amazing. And then we could have guarded the stuff and nobody, you know, nobody would have been able to free the demons. We would have had soldiers and stuff, you know, posted to stop that sort of thing from happening. Just saying. But no, had to go and take the stuff. Honestly. Can't just leave well alone, can you? No. Right, that wasn't quite as dramatic as what I remember it being. But I suppose I am playing on easy, aren't I? Yeah, I don't know. What are you talking about? Chick sounds. Does my voice sound like a chick? Oh my god, it does! It does! Oh my god, that's amazing! Or like a little spuggy or something. Yeah.
it tickled me. Oh. Wow. Oh dear. Right. So. Yeah, oh, there was more things to read. Morven, Alexius has failed to work here. Thus becomes all vital. Secure the site at all costs. The Elder One will not tolerate another mistake on our part. I think there's been a mistake. I think all of that was a slight mistake in there. Yeah. Anything going on up here? Just things to loot. Right. Should we think about wrapping it up then? Because this is just... I don't want to get too deep into the western approach because I still need to like go back to Skyhold and sort the inventory out and whatnot. So... have a little wander around. But, yeah... I'll think about wrapping up. And then next time, what I think I'll do is... I'll sort my inventory and everything out before I actually start the live stream. Oh, there's a cave here. Look how little head's in here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, it's the Forgotten Mine. Ooh, there's spiders in here, isn't there? Yeah. Yeah, so I'll sort my inventory and whatnot out. Actually, how's my inventory doing on, like, space? Yeah, we're gonna run out of space. So, ooh, there's a small wall. We will head back to Skyhold. I might wander around and see if there's any more conversations we can have, you know, just to get us to the 4-hour mark. Because I do like to make it to the 4-hour mark. And then we'll wrap things up. And next time we'll probably... Well, we might do Cassandra's quest. And then we'll... Just a nice fight going on over there. Then we'll start the Western Approach proper. And sort of start going down the Grey Warden quest line. And once we get that one done, we can start focusing more on the Old Legion quest line. It's all very exciting. There's a spider who wants to kill him. So, we head back to Skyhold. Skyhold, there we go. Why can't I travel? Is it because there's enemies about? Are there enemies about? Do I need to put my weapons away first? Okay, put my weapons away, there we go. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. There we go. Yeah. Was there anyone who I didn't talk to? I didn't talk to...
The spiderwebs help stop the bleeding, and they prevent wounds from getting infected. Gather as many as you can. The strangest thing, though, I can't recall where I heard that. I think I remember a young man.
Oh, that's Cole been whispering things to people again. Yeah, was there anybody I didn't talk to? Oh, we could talk to Krem. Hello, Krem.
Inquisitor. That's got a good ring to it. We're happy to be here, your worship. You need anything, let me know.
That's Jennifer Hale voicing him, you know. That's Femshep is voicing Krem. And you just, even when you know that, you just can't hear it, can you?
I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull.
The chief. First time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for a Canary, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, that's Jennifer Hale. I just can't wrap my head around that.
How's Iron Bull as a commander?
If you know what you're doing and hold up your end, he's easy. He doesn't accept any less. If it keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and if you've an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword. Well, isn't like that. The charges might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
Yeah, it's him being a Kunari odd.
Is it strange to work for a Kunari?
He hasn't tried to convert us to the Qun, if that's what you're asking. The Bull's charges don't care who you light a candle for, so long as your shield stays up. If he hadn't told me he was Ben Hasrath, I'd have thought he'd left that life behind.
I didn't expect he'd tell you all that he was a spy.
Not the whole band, but those who've been around long enough to trust. He figures most of us would find out sooner or later, and it should come from him. Eyes to eye, he says. It's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home. Lots of the boys write letters back home.
Yeah, how did you end up with him, Graham?
How did a Tevinter soldier wind up in a Kunari spy's mercenary company?
I wasn't a soldier at the time. I was in some trouble, trying to flee Tevinter. A Tribune and his men caught me in a border town tavern. They meant to make an example of me. Bull killed them. Gave up his eye doing it. Patched me up and asked if I was looking for work. I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
Yeah, he gave up his eye.
That's how he lost the eye?
Yes. The guards had me on the tavern floor when Bull came inside and yelled for them to stop. One of them saw trouble coming and figured he'd finish me off. The guard had a flare. Bull put himself between me and the blow. Big horned idiot. Didn't even know me.
Oh, I like Crib.
We'll talk later.
Yeah. So, I know I didn't talk to Blackwall. I think I talked to everybody. Oh, I didn't talk to Solus. I've never talked to Solus. I didn't talk to Dorian. I think I talked to everybody else, though. Save Blackwall has an interesting... Do you have a cutscene? You don't have a cutscene. I'm not interested in, unless you have a cutscene. I'm only interested in cutscene conversations. All the conversations bore me. Yeah, Solus and Dorian. We'll go and chat to them just to say that we've done the rounds, and then we'll wrap things up. Because I have talked to everybody else, haven't I? I think I have. I think so. Probably. Solus, hi! No, that's not a cutscene conversation. I care for it not. Oops. Just walking into a wall for a bit. There we go. Hello!
I ran into Fiona. Seems you have Alexius serving the mages. There's some justice in that after what he did to them. Maybe one day he'll realize it.
Ooh. Yeah, okay, that'll do.
I should go.
Try not to kill anyone without me.
I'll try not to. Have I even taken Dorian on a quest yet? I don't know how. That's Fiona. I don't want to talk to Fiona. Right, should we see if we can get onto Vivian's balcony and end the stream there? There we go. I have to jump over her to get on her balcony, but I can get on her balcony. I'm the Inquisitor, I can do whatever I like, love. Right, so we shall wrap things up there. Just have a little... Whoa, no, don't fall off, Dora! Damn it, I wanted you to stand on the railings and look cool. We're gonna have to try that again now. Honestly. Dear me. So,
committed to independence.
Next week's live stream shall be on Saturday at 3:30 PM GMT as normal. And we shall probably head into the Western Approach and start doing Western Approach-y stuff. Just see if I can... No, okay. Just. There we go. We'll end the live stream there with us floating precariously in midair. Vivian behind us just judging us silently. So, anyway, yes, next week, Saturday, 3:30 PM GMT. More Dragon Age Inquisition. But until then, my lovelies, I shall say farewell to you all.